That leg. Oh my god, that leg. I like that leg. Leg.
Boom. Perillo.
Lickworthy. Ooh, Sniffworthy. Harry Potter guy. Star Wars guy. Hashtag Planet of the Apes guy. Out of box collector guy. Predator guy. Hashtag Alien guy. Hashtag Nerf guy. Hashtag
Feet guy.
What is going on? Anyone watching? So I've been out all day and I was excited to come home and maybe jump on a live stream. I couldn't believe no one was live streaming. I couldn't believe it. Saturday night over here, or Saturday afternoon here, and which is normally a Friday night over in the US. So normally there's Hangout streams on. No one is live streaming. So I thought I'm going to bag and board some books. We'll jump on live because I don't know the last time I went live. Let's have a look. The last time I went live was... Oh, that's not that long ago. September 22. That was at the Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair. But before that, it wasn't till July. I don't go live very often. So I thought I'd jump on live. Oh, there we go. Bandwagon guy. What are you talking about, Mad Spidey? Jump on. I sent the link in IG to the that group that we're in, the Aussie one. So feel free. I'll just drop the link here if you want. I mean, I don't care. I'm just going to be on for a bit till I bag my books here. And then I'm going to go cook dinner. But... hang out for a bit. So Mad Spider, if you want to jump on, wait, the link's coming up in the chat, I think. Is it coming up? I think that's it. I might have added an extra letter, actually. Let me just paste that again. Tuning in while I go through DC Connect. Feel free to jump on, guys. There's the link in the stream. No, Todd, I am not going to Geelong. I would love to. To be honest, I'd probably prefer to go to the Geelong Comic and Toy Fair rather than PAX, but PAX is where the views are at. I'm going to PAX. We bought tickets. I enjoy the gaming stuff. Hey, Greyman. Oh, Greyman, please jump on Greyman. It's been so long. I've got beers. I got going away beers. Shout out to my mate Lee from work who bought me the beers. I thought I'd have a drink, but Greyman, please. I'm bagging and boarding books. I'll show you what's going on in the modern comic book world. I know you're an oldie person. But yeah, the link is there in the chat. Feel free to jump on. I would love to hang out with some people. But if not, that's cool. I'll just talk shit and I'll go through the books as I'm bagging them. But cheers, you are lying in bed, mate. Nothing is more flattering than the grey man when he's lying in bed. Cheers to that. But yeah, I haven't actually had any bags and boards for quite some time. That's good beer. And I bought some off Mark. I'm actually not a huge fan of these. I actually forgot that Mark uses this brand, which, I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with them. They're called Stalwart. I don't know how to pronounce it. You OG legend. What's going on, Luigi? Thank you very much. So, yeah, these bags and boards that Mark's selling now, I'm not a huge fan. So, you know how when you buy boards, there's one side that's got the kind of glossiness to it, and then the other side's like got that sort of just rougher, matte sort of surface. This is the glossiness on both sides. Kind of weird, if you ask me, but it's okay. I needed some bags and boards, so I was like, all right, Mark, give me some. So yeah, if no one jumps on, I'll just show you my books as I bag them. I'm not a huge Scotty fan. I'm not a huge Scotty Young fan. I don't mind his stuff. I probably prefer him as a writer than an artist, but I really like this one. Look at that. It's a Ghost Rider one, but look at that. He's doing like a cool trick and it looks like a BMX. That's a pretty cool Scotty Young cover. What's going on here? Perfect for cheapskate double bagging. Yeah, well, I don't think they're actually that cheap, but actually I'm not too sure. It's because Mark double bags. Yeah, Mark. Oh, mate, some things that Mark does, like the way he bags, and I understand. He has obviously his reason for it, and I totally get his reason, but it's just in my head. It's so Mark, if you buy a book off Mark that's bagged and boarded, the flap is at the bottom, right? And I totally get that. It's because he said when you flick, you don't get that flappy bit, right? Thank God someone came on. What do you think, Mad Spidey? Do you like
bandwagon guy?
What do you mean bandwagon guy?
Bandwagon guy. Sorry, everything guy.
Yeah, well, no one was live, so I'm sure there's people up right now. You got Grey Man all the way in London, and you got all the fellow Aussies in the chat. People wanted a live stream to tune in, and you know. But yeah,
Well,
anyway,
Rod was on. Rod was on a little while ago.
the Recon.
He's been doing. Yeah, he's been doing a lot
Yeah,
of live streams.
he has been. I love hanging out with him, but like, I can tell when I hung out with him on one of his late night ones a few weeks back, and I could tell an hour into it, he was like, "Fuck, this was a bad idea," because everyone was so lively, and you could tell he was starting to, fade away a little bit. So,
Yeah.
what do you think of the Mark bagging with the flap down the bottom?
Nah.
I understand his method though, because like when you flick through, you don't get the flappy bit caught. But I think it would still get caught as you're putting books down and things like that. I don't know, as their ways of doing things, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Oh shit! Don't tell me I don't have tape.
You don't have tape.
No, I do, but where is it? I've moved my room. I don't know if you noticed, but a little bit.
Say you could drive over here, grab the tape, and then you could drive back home and then jump back on the computer.
Oh, that's not good. I need tape. I need tape to make this a successful bagging and boarding session. I've got tape gun.
Are you going to PAX tomorrow?
I am going to PAX tomorrow.
Beck and younger sister went today.
Okay.
So I stayed in bed all day.
I'm guessing you're doing a stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be doing me normal tomorrow.
I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to try to find some tape. Entertain. I know you're great at this, Spidey, so entertain the masses by yourself.
Oh, who do we have in the chat? Brown Mist 44. Haven't heard of him before. Nice to meet you. Todd, good to see you, brother. Yeah, I haven't been to a con in over a year. Not even a little fair or anything like that. Grey Man, good to see you, brother. Luigi, hope you're doing well. Because Mark, double bags. Gonna have the double. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the way Mark bags and boards either. But I don't buy any sort of back issues or anything too much from him anyway. I sort of just buy the new books. Oh, I look like I've been asleep for a week.
What's happening in the chat here?
Bags under my eyes.
You met at Mark's and talked about kung fu movies. Oh yeah, that sounds all right.
I'm better with faces than I am with names.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I said, Brown Mist, and I said I don't recognize the name.
He's Jordan. He shops at Big City. You wouldn't have met him.
He said we met at Mark's and talked about kung fu movies. If that was the last time we were there, I vaguely remember. Yes.
Oh, he's talking about you. Okay.
Yeah, he's talking about me. Yeah.
I met Jordan at one of the powwows that Mark did.
Oh, yep.
Shout out to Jordan, mate. Big fan of the noob. Big fan of the noob rebirth. He goes on the weekend, so I'm going to start going to Big City on the weekends now, which is different.
Now that you're working full time.
Yeah, so I've got a week off.
Like the normal people.
Well, I've taken a week off before I start full time. So I've got the next week off. So next week, I'm literally just going to be, I'm going to try to film like 4 vlogs, do 2 or 3 live streams.
You noticed Beck was telling me the collector place in Baronia is gone already.
Yeah, they closed down.
Yeah, I didn't know. I hadn't even had a chance to go and have a look yet.
I did a video where I went there because they were clearing everything out. So they were doing like 30% off NECA figures and shit. So they still have their Nari Warren.
Yeah, that's what Beck was saying. She said something about
but the Baroni. I spoke to the guy, and he was just like, I just don't think it's a good location for it. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. What's going on, DMFN? What is happening? I'm on the beers again. I went and saw some bands today with my mate, and then that's why I was like excited to come home and just jump on a stream. But no one was streaming.
Yeah, wrong day for that.
Next week, hopefully, I might do the first podcast episode with Mark as well. That's part of the plan as well.
Podcast episode? Is this something new?
Yeah, so I've been talking to him. So now that he's not obviously at the shop every day, we talked about doing like a live stream type thing.
Oh yeah, like during COVID, we were sort of doing.
Yeah, yeah. So similar to what we do, but just it will be long form. So 60 to 90 minutes, where we can let Mark really, Just let him off his leash.
So
Unedited.
you don't have to worry about keeping the stream going because you could just turn off your mic and your camera and you could just keep
I
going.
said, Mark,
for
here's the
hours.
topic today. Off you go.
Have at it. Hey, Rust.
Russ, feel free to jump in, mate. I've got the link in the chat. I'm sure you're trying to sleep, but you can't, so you may as well jump in, mate. Can jump in. Come say hi. Come say hi. Check this one out. Remember this game, Matt Spidey?
Final Fight, yeah. They even made an anime about that too.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I should check that out because I was actually excited about this comic book coming out.
I think I might actually have it on DVD, actually.
Really? I remember the Street Fighter anime. Like they had the movie and they had the TV series. I watched a bit of the TV series, but the movie was sick, man.
The TV series was probably the best thing.
Was it?
Yeah,
I remember watching it with my friends, but I don't really remember it.
The TV series was more based on the actual lore of the game, like the backstory of the game. Whereas a lot of the movies, they chipped and changed things around a lot.
No, the movie, the anime movie was about Ryu traveling the world, trying to challenge himself against the best fighters. Well,
that's one of the movies anyway. There was multiples.
The live action Jean-Claude Van Damme movie just threw everything out the window and said, let's make Ryu and Ken back characters in the background that no one cares about, and let's make Guile the main character, which is like Guile's cool, but you know. And
let's pick a a 4'11" Aussie to play Chun-Li.
She wasn't Aussie.
Oh no, was it Cammy? Who'd call him an Oak player?
Oh, it was Cammy. She wasn't Chun-Li. What are you doing?
I'm just thinking, hang on, what am I going to talk about? Yeah. No, it was Cammy, that's right.
The chick who played Chun-Li was the chick who is...
Yeah, it's Ming-Na Wen.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, Ming-Na Wen, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know her name, but yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, because she was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well.
There's that other Street Fighter movie. I can't remember what it's called, but it's actually... I think it's like a B-grade movie, but Ken and Ryu look like Ken and Ryu. And I've never seen the movie, but I've always wanted to. I can't remember what it's called. But I saw the trailer.
Live action or anime?
It's live action.
Yeah, I think I have most of them on DVD, I think.
Well, but dude, if you've got that, I want to borrow it off you because I tried to download it and I think I couldn't find it, which is really
pretty sure. Well, obviously I'm at Beck, so I can't have a look, but I'm pretty sure I've got it.
Street Fighter.
I think it was done later. Like it was done in like
it was done maybe 10 years ago, maybe or less. Just trying to Street Fighter. Wait, no, that's a TV series. What is it? Is it? No, it's not that. So I'm just on IMDb trying to find it because it looked really cool. No, it wasn't a miniseries, was it?
No, it was
Assassin's Fist. I think that's the one.
Single movie.
Oh, so you know what it was? Wait, hang on. I think what it was, it must have been like, oh man, it must have been a fan film or something, but it was released in like 13-minute episodes.
Nah, there is a live action. Let me have a look.
Hang on, let me bring up this image. Hang on, this image here. Hang on, how do I do this? Let's bring it down here.
I was going to say if I was at home, I'd just go to the racks, but
I'm gonna type in Street Fighters. Hang on, let me see if I can copy this. There you go. Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. Look at the image of these guys.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the Legend of Chun-Li, which is the one with the chick
that was
Smallville in it.
And Chris Klein was in that, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Hang on, let me share my screen for a second. How do I do this?
Street Fighter Resurrection.
Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. Okay, so check this out. Look at this thing. Look at these guys. Yeah, look how good they look.
That's the one. Yeah, that was a movie.
So on IMDb, it's listed as a 13-episode series. So I think because they did a Mortal Kombat series like this. It was released on YouTube as like 10, 12, 13-minute clips, but then it was like the whole thing added up to be like a 90-minute movie. I think this was the same thing.
I'm pretty sure I have that on DVD.
Look at that. They got Akuma there. Look at that.
Mm.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I want to see that. It looks so B-grade, but at the same time, like, I was like, hey, they look like Ken and Ryu.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But because the Mortal Kombat one they did, even had Michael J. White in it. Just went to bed or I'd jump on. Mate, it's not like you've never jumped on while you're in bed. You and Grey Man should both jump on while you're in bed.
Notorious for jumping on streams in bed.
I know, and he's just like, he looks like he's in hospital when he's when Super Russ jumps on while he's in bed. How do you guys rate the 90s Mortal Kombat movie? The first one was fantastic. Come on, give it up.
Christopher Lambert. Gotta love it.
The fight scene with Liu Kang and was it Reptile? In that, it was fantastic. If you're still going in an hour, come on, watching a movie with Claudia. What are you watching, Bo? What? You're not concentrating on your movie very well, Bo, if you're commenting on a live stream.
It's obviously a chick flick, and he's got his phone while he's watching.
I don't know how long I'll be on for. I'll see. I'll try to bag as many books as I can, but I also want to make dinner in a bit. So, Clumsy Comics, what's going on, mates? And then this is the movie Bo is watching, Caddo Lake. That sounds...
Never heard of it. Sounds like a chick flick.
Never heard of it at all. All right.
She went for a pee.
I literally have bagged 3 books since I started this. I need to move quicker. Oh, I got a bondage cover to show you guys. Check it out. It's a bunny tied up.
Oh, God. Even got the ball gag and everything.
Mm.
Look it up. Not a chick flick. Okay.
Oh, she went for a pee. Okay, that's why. There you go.
Let's have a look.
What else has been happening, Spidey? Oh, wait, me, you, and Bo need to get together during the week. Maybe you got time? I'll drive you there if you want. We'll get together. We'll film something, and then I'll edit it together really quickly, and then be like, "Here you go, Brian."
When an 8-year-old girl disappears on Caddo Lake, a series of past deaths and disappearances begin to link together, altering a broken family history.
Does it look like is it a well-known movie or what?
It's got Dylan O'Brien in it. Which is surprisingly quite funny, seeing that I actually just watched the Teen Wolf movie. The Paramount Teen Wolf movie from the series, not the Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf.
I can't believe how many remakes there are now that I didn't even know about. Like, White Man Can't Jump. Like, what?
Is that like a TV series or something?
Disney, yeah, it's like a Disney TV series, and it's got that rapper guy as Woody Harrelson. Like, there's no way you can be like White Man Can't Jump. Might be one of the best basketball movies of all time. What do you reckon?
Above the Rim.
Mate, Above the Rim. I don't know for people who haven't seen it, but my memory, I only watched it once. But the story goes, isn't it? The main character, his brother died because there was a basketball court on a rooftop, and he tried to touch the backboard and he jumped off the building. Isn't that what happened?
Pretty much.
Something
like that.
It's
been a long time, but that was always one of my favorite movies. Shit movie guy.
What's this one?
Bestiality guy. That's it.
Oh no.
Yeah, Basketball Diaries was good too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that. I mean, it is a basketball movie, but I wouldn't call it the best It's a great movie. It's one of the best junkie movies, if you want to, go there.
Space Jam is the only basketball movie worth watching.
You know what? I've never watched.
Yeah, the original one. I watched the LeBron James one. That was
I've
horrible.
never seen the original. I've never watched it from start to finish. I've only ever seen it when it's on TV, and I watch like a snippet of it, but I've never actually sat down and watched Space Jam from start to finish. You know what? One of my favorite
I like Mike.
One of my favorite basketball movies no one ever speaks about is a movie called The Pistol.
Pistol Pete Maravich?
Yes, very good. Oh, have you seen it?
I have not actually seen it, but I know of the movie.
That is my favorite basketball movie. So, and again, it's a movie no one knows about. So yeah, it's like the life story of Pete Maravich, which I'm sure half of it was bullshit, but it's basically about him being like part of the varsity team when he's a freshman in college, and he's like really good at just doing really tricky things. Like he practices doing tricks and stuff. So he does.
It was like Pistol Pete was like the original like no look pass guy, and the guy that could do the fancy passes, like the traditional point guard fancy pants sort of thing.
There you go.
Air Bud. Oh god.
Air Bud. Airborne, a basketball movie. Airborne's a great movie though. You know Airborne, the rollerblade movie?
Yeah, I know of it. I've never seen
That's a
it. But I
fan,
know of
dude.
it.
That movie, I loved Airborne. It had Jack Black and Seth Green when they were nobodies,
Hmm.
and there's that race at the end where they race down a hill. There's like fucking 20 of them racing rollerblades down this hill, and it's so cool. That was a great movie. I'm surprised you don't have that one. Even I've got that one in my collection.
Yeah, but there's about 5,000 other movies that I have that you don't have. So
I've heard. I don't know which movie he's talking about, but I've heard.
oh, that is really good. Adam Sandler actually plays. It's actually a serious role.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, and it actually was a really good movie.
Isn't like the lead actor like an actual basketball player or something? Is that
I watched it when it first came out, so it was like over 12 months ago. My memory's not as good for stuff like basketball.
Yes. That is a great movie.
Oh,
man! I used to watch basketball.
South Park idiots.
I used to watch that non-stop basketball. That was so good. You know, it's probably been long enough that I could probably go back and rewatch basketball.
How about Blue Chips?
Oh, that was dog shit, dude. I saw that in the cinemas. I wanted to like it because I was a huge Shaq fan. I was a Shaq guy back in the day, and Penny Hardaway was in it. That movie was terrible. Terrible.
Oh god.
I don't think I've ever seen The Air Up There. Remember that movie with Kevin Bacon?
Yeah. Is that Coach Carter?
Coach Carter's. I don't remember it, but I remember it was good.
Yeah, that was good. What else was basketball?
Um,
Because it was a bit like obviously, you know, when I was heavy into playing, you know, it was like me with what's the name, with like Marvel and DC and like comic book related movies now. Like as soon as there'd be a basketball movie, I'd have to go and see, or I'd have to hire it and watch it. And all that sort of stuff.
Me and Mad Spidey met during the peak of basketball here. Like like NBA got so big. Like, and I think it was because of Jordan, probably. NBA was so big that even the NBL got big for a couple of years. Like the NBL was red hot with the Andrew Gaze and what was the other team that was good? The Southeast Melbourne Magic, and you know, things like that.
And my boy D-Mac from North Melbourne Giants.
I'm friends with his kids, mate. I used to go to school with his kids.
Yeah, I used to hang around with senior quite a bit.
Yeah, he was cool. He was a good dude. It was so funny. I remember that. I'll never forget they had this conversation there. We're at the Shoppo bus stop, and I was talking to it was Daryl was the older one, yeah, and then
Daryl's the one that I was good friends.
So Derek comes out, and they're talking. You know, they talk like they talk. And Daryl's like, "Hey man, where'd you get that watch?" And then Derek's like, and he's like a young smart ass, right? He's like, "I got this for my birthday," and Daryl's like, "Man, I didn't get no watch for my birthday." It was so funny watching those guys talk, man. But Derek was always more gifted as a basketball player, I remember as well. I never saw them play, but everyone used to say Derek.
I played a few times with Daryl.
Daryl played for Doncats, didn't he?
Yeah, he did for a while, and then he played we did there was a few teams that were just open men's sort of, you know, sort of competition stuff, and used to play with them sometimes.
About a space spider. That's Shane Heal from the Sydney Bullets.
Sydney Kings.
Sydney Kings. Wait, who's the Bullets? Was there a Bullets team?
No, that's Brisbane Bullets.
Okay, Sydney Kings. Yeah, you're right. I went and saw
the Hammer.
I only went to maybe one or two NBL games, and Shane Heal was on fire, and that was the Sydney Kings versus the North Melbourne Giants, I think. Wait, how old are you, Jordan? I'm surprised. Wait. Oh, no, it was Clumsy that said that. Sorry. I thought it was Jordan for a sec.
Good morning from Finland. Hello from Finland.
Oh, hey, man. What's going on, dude? What time is it in Finland? That's a good one. You know, my high school girlfriend was Finnish. Did you know that?
Yeah, what?
My high school girlfriend was Finnish. Her mom was from Finland. And her cousin was in the band 69 Eyes. He was like a goth rock band from Finland. There you go. There's some info for you. Have you when was the last time you went to big city?
Yeah, it was a little while.
Actually, because You know, I'm planning on going to Alternate, right? I'm going to do a vlog there.
No, good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
I don't think the little grumpy bastard would like that.
Why not? Does he know me?
No, but he probably just doesn't like it. I don't know, give it a try. So there you go.
I'm not there to shit on them. I'm there to shine some light on their fucking store. Something that I've refused to do for years. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to be the bigger man. My vlogs are about showing the people where to go in Melbourne. And
You're going to be the bigger man, saying you've been bagging them for years and they don't know who the fuck you are.
Well, no, like, I've talked some shit on them, but it's not like I fucking go hard in on them. I just tell them, look, I fucking can't believe that they would do something like some of the shit they do. And that's the thing. All right, so here's the funny thing, right? I didn't realize, what should I order for dinner?
Macca's.
Pizza. I didn't. So this is the funny thing. So I think it was on Grail Hunters, right, on the Facebook page. So someone posted a photo out the front of Alternate World saying, "Hey, I just stumbled across this comic store. Does anyone know if it's any good?" And I think they were genuinely asking, "Oh, does anyone know of this store? Because this is first time being here." And fucking, I didn't realize this. I think Sarah sent me the link to the post, and fucking everyone in the comments was like, "Those guys are." They're so funny, man. I was, oh, okay, so I don't feel so bad saying, but you know, it's not like I've, yeah. But anyway, my whole point of the video is to highlight the store, and you know, I think Alternate Worlds is well worth going to. I think they have one of the best back issues catalog in all of Australia. Maybe they have potential.
Not that you can flick through it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? That's problem one, isn't it? Is that not a problem? You don't see the potential that they could have, right? But it's like they don't want to. It's like they don't want it. And just
that's why, like, you used to be, and I told you, like, back in the old school days, they had the multiple locations, so you could flick through all that stuff. Because that's where a lot of my early comics, you know, came from. Because as I said, I used to shop at the Camberwell store a lot back in the day.
That's another thing. So I got my mate Stu to buy me a statue once. It was the mirror statue. You know, the mirror one, the leg one. I already had one, but I wanted another one. So my mate Stu bought it for me because I couldn't believe it. They had it for pretty cheap. And then when he gave it to me, I was like, oh, the box is different. I was like, maybe this is like a different color variant. And then years later, I realized, oh, wait, no, it's just it's sun damaged.
Yeah, because they still have, and like I always avoided, because they still have a massive lot of Bowens up on the top shelves. And a lot of them I don't actually have. And I was always like, too expensive. And then over the years, obviously, as they stopped making them, the company, you know, folded up shop and left and whatever like that. And then now all the resales on eBay, the prices that they've had on them for like 10, 15 years that haven't changed are actually reasonable prices now.
Yeah, right?
But the boxes are faded to fuck.
But
that's the problem with that stuff. The box is part of the collectible side of things because it's, you know, it's got all the information on the boxes. It's got the edition number on the box and everything like that. And obviously with my video series, like I show that sort of stuff. But I'm not buying sun-faded boxes. No fucking way, no matter how good a price it is.
The problem is that I've always had. So, I mean, it all started that time I wanted that one book. So it was a nothing book. I don't even know why they raised the price on it. So it was a Tom Taylor book, but I love the cover. It was a Rose and Thorn one shot written by Tom Taylor. And they had it for like just regular $7.50, $8, whatever it was, right? Just regular cover price, essentially. And then I got my mate Stu to buy it. And their system is shit. Like, dude, you cannot tell me it takes 2 weeks to pick an order. There's no way they're that busy that you cannot pick an order on the same day that you order. Like, you know what I mean? That's just
when you actually go in there and have a proper look, see where all the back issue comic books are, and then you'll see why.
Well, they need a better system. Like, it's like people have told me, you know, when they've gone in and asked, hey, you've got this on your website, can I get it? And they're like, oh, like, you know, it's like it's such a hassle for them to get the book. Fuck, man, it's how you're gonna fucking do business, man. Like, I just don't understand.
It also depends, and that's why Beck and I only go certain time, certain day, because there's a guy there that is like our guy there. Or there is two guys, but the main guy, he only works like part time, and he's there on Saturdays. So,
Hey, and I'm not trashing everyone who works there. I'm just trashing the business ethic sometimes of what they do. So, and I know, and the thing is, in my video when I do it, I'm gonna say Matt Spidey Shop's there. How dare you? But like, fucking, he's never had a problem. He said he's never been screwed over.
no, and that's the thing, like, because obviously, you know, anybody who knows me and knows my story or knows Beck, she only collects mainly Spawn, and they get her nearly every variant that is available to us in Australia, at like the cover prices and stuff like that. So they have always been very helpful in that aspect. Like, and that's even the thing. Like, I know when they were releasing all those limited edition signed Todd McFarlane copies that were like ridiculous prices and things like that. One of the main guys there, not the main guy, but the other main guy. He's like, now I'm going to get one or two of these in, but this is what the price is going to be. Do you want it or not? Because we're only going to get like two because of what the value of them are. And then Beck's like, no, I can't afford that, but thank you anyway, sort of thing. So at least they sort of look at that.
They gave that price because they knew Beck wanted it. So it's like the Sarah thing. So Sarah called them up and said, hey, you're going to be, you've been getting these ratio covers in. Can I put my name down for them? And they said, yes. They were $50. All of a sudden she goes to pick it up and they charged her $75. So she didn't realize until she got home. She's like, what the fuck? They charged me $75 for that book. So she called up and complained and said, hey, the guy told me it'd be $50. And then Joe was like, no, it's $75. And then he's like, you know, I'll give you a $25 credit if you're going to fucking bitch and moan. So we did that. But he's like, but going forward, they're going to be $75. And Sarah's like, yeah, cool. I don't want them anymore. But so that the next one was $75. And then every issue after that, they dropped back down to like 40.
You
know,
no, the thing is though, with that particular Spawn book, we got offered the price that you get if you pre-order it. And then when it went up on the wall, it went a couple of $100 more because they saw what the price was doing and what everybody else was selling it for. So we actually got like the order price.
Hang on, what's going on here? Hey, Bo sold like, you know.
He actually sold a couple of pops. He actually messaged me and said he was very proud. He actually sold a couple of pops as well.
You should do a stall, Bo, at one of the comic fairs and see how you go.
And he's got some, like, I know he hasn't got many old books, or he's not really selling many old books. But he's got a lot of very good, like, variants and covers and stuff.
He does. So Bo actually has a lot of exclusive covers, a lot of Spider-Man exclusives that you probably would want. He's also got the first Spider-Punk just hanging out in there. He didn't know. I was like, hey, this is the first Spider-Punk. Mark this up. Everything but no cash moment.
Yeah, I know what that feels like.
Are you going to go to Yarraville?
I didn't know there was another one.
The next one's on Cup Day. I just thought I'd show this book. Remember this? How good was Defenders of the Earth?
I have that series on DVD.
You know, it's funny. I always bag out the Phantom because, you know, I was like, who the hell likes the Phantom? But then I forgot about Defenders of the Earth and Phantom was cool.
Yeah, and I'm still, I still haven't got myself right to go into cons again yet, unfortunately, because I do miss them. And like you,
money though. Is it because you don't want to spend money?
No, it's because I haven't got money to spend.
Oh, are you still paying off books?
I am again now. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Not as nowhere as much as the last deal, but no, I've got to get to a place where I can go. Oh, I can just take out $500 or $1,000 and go to one of these things. Because as I always said, I'd rather go with a lot of money and don't buy anything than go with no money and want everything.
I go to
can't- I can't-
everywhere now
I-
with no money.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's like when I do my vlogs now. There's some weeks I can't. Like I was gonna do a vlog today, but I had a gig that I was gonna go to, which was at 3 p.m. So I was like, you know what? I had lunch with my mom. I had a very small window to sort of do a vlog. So I was like, you know what? I got PAX tomorrow. That can be the vlog next week. But I've got all the next week off, so I'm gonna try to knock out 3 vlogs at least. So I've got them just in the back burner. So if there's ever weeks where I don't have anything, they're just ready to go.
At least then you've got longer time to fine tune them with your editing too. You have to try and smash it out as quickly as possible.
You're pricing for Simon at what? Pricing?
I have no idea.
You still haven't been to a con, Jesus. You could
Come on,
probably be
Aaron,
an
what are you
artist.
doing?
Norenrad could probably be like an artist at a con. Some of the shit he's pumping out has been sick.
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal.
Okay, maybe not then. If you're antisocial, maybe not. He just has a store and fucking just doesn't talk to anyone.
Yeah, but I know people like even Beck's younger sister. Like she doesn't like crowds and stuff like that. And she went to PAX today, and she was alright.
Yeah, but going's one thing. But like if you're a stall, like let's say he had like a table in Artist Alley, you can't be antisocial. You need to sell your shit.
When you were going through Bo's books. And he was charging you up in your video. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bo, $100.
Okay, mate, it's not $50. I'll give you $5.
Hey, you said do May race. So I did my research. So when I sent Bo because Bo's like, just give me whatever. I basically went on eBay and tried to find the cheapest that they'd been selling for things. I was like, hey, would you be down with this? I got first Scarlet Spider. That was a good pickup. I still haven't posted the photos of that, I don't think.
Oh, Web 118.
Sure. Oh, here he goes. Someone has something to say about these prices. How's
Rip
the
me
movie,
off,
mate?
motherfucker. Rip me off. As soon as I got the money from you, I went home and I Googled it all. And I went, he gave it, he asked for half price for everything.
Weren't you at home when he bought the books?
I sent him photos of like
Stop giving
screenshots
me
of like the cheapest, most recent sales, and I was like, "You down with this?"
No, he's correct. I'm just trying to get him to lose subs.
Thanks. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
What's going on, boys?
How was the movie? Did you cancel it early, or was it just a coincidence?
No,
that
we decided to get some food.
What are you getting? Tell me more.
What movie? The movie we've been watching.
Oh, I thought we were going to the movies.
Come on, Cindy, what are you doing?
See, Cindy?
Yeah, L.
No, seriously, we were watching a movie. It's pretty good so far. They've got very strong accents though, so Claudia's struggling with understanding them.
You're struggling.
What kind of accents? Well, like Southern accents or something?
Yeah, she struggles with those hardcore Southern accents,
Really?
which even I do at times, to be honest.
Wait, when did
I
Claudia
just
learn
want to
English?
Sit in that chair and need that and forth.
Whatever the fuck that was.
What are you
She just looks at me like this sometimes.
What did you order for dinner?
We're getting Oriental.
That's racist.
Wait, so you don't want to say Chinese?
How is that racist?
I don't know.
You're getting
sound
Chinese
like
food,
Hey,
Japanese
Chad,
food,
what's
Thai
going on,
food, Malaysian food.
Chinese.
It's not racist.
Chinese.
Oh, nice.
Feel free to jump on, Chad. Chad, to be honest, I shouldn't be on this stream. I was expecting to come home and Jigs was going to be on or something, but I couldn't believe there was not a single live going on. So I capitalized, and now there's 12 viewers, which is huge in the Simpleverse. 12 live viewers. So,
So
How did your
what'd you
stream go
order?
earlier, bro?
Did you order what, lemon chicken or
We got, what did we get?
beef and black bone.
We got a fried rice,
Oh,
of course?
typical.
but a
I
special
have it
fried,
here.
not a special fried rice, a special fried rice.
Special.
Prawn fried rice,
Prawn.
lemon chicken, Peking duck, and fried black pepper beef udon.
Okay,
Udon?
Peking ducks out there. I don't think that's the most standard white person.
Yeah,
Peking
you
ducks.
were like, white person. Oh, okay.
I love Peking duck.
I wanted to get the Godfire, but as delicious as it is, if you're really hungry, it doesn't fill you up.
Nah, dude, I can't stand getting like ramen and soup noodles takeaway. It's annoying.
No, we got it once. It was fine.
It's annoying.
You got
Jigs wasn't
everything.
live. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I heard Rod went live, but I think he must have finished up before I got home.
So I wanted to ask this. What was his name? Who are we talking? Clumsy Comics. I don't know that name.
He's a Sydney boy.
Oh, is he?
Sydney boy,
I actually don't. I know Clumsy jumps in the chat and stuff, but I'm actually not.
I think he's a Sydney boy. I think.
He must be in the Facebook groups then. If he's seeing me sell my comics, or is that just from your stream that he knows?
He's subbed to me. He's subbed to Simon. I'm assuming he's subbed to you guys. I don't know why that would be, but I'm assuming that would be.
That didn't get awkward.
How was your live stream, mate? With a Cliffo.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And Lipways was really cool last night as well, man.
Oh, that's cool. So did he he was doing a sketch cover live, was he?
Yeah. But we were talking so much.
He didn't do much.
We barely drew much, but it was really good.
Mm.
He's such a good artist.
Lipway, he added me on IG. I was like, oh, hello, Lipway. I know you from the Aussie. Well, I know him. I know his name anyway from his art.
He was here for a couple of cons recently.
Yeah, Supernova.
Yeah, I definitely knew his name. I didn't know what he looked like, obviously, until I saw him on Bose.
Yeah.
What's this, an all Aussie stream? No, you're more than happy to jump on,
I
Chad.
just put the link in the chat, mate. I think the chat. Come and feel like the odd one out, Chad.
Why don't you have a background?
Because I don't. Fuck off. Why do I need one? Is that on the free version of StreamYard? Because I don't pay for StreamYard.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, actually.
I'm thinking, right, I should probably pay for StreamYard if I'm going to do this podcast style thing with Mark.
You know about the price hike, don't you?
Yeah, I can claim it on tax, though, right?
I don't know about that.
Hike?
I can, because I'm going to start. I'm going to start an ABN because
What price hike?
for StreamYard.
It's going up to $45 US per month. A month.
And what's it now? What do we do? 75.
Like,
we pay 75 a month.
Oh, so you must be on you must be on the higher tier one then.
Yeah. So is that going up as well?
That's going up to what was it, 89 or 99
Jesus.
or something US.
What's that give you? 4K.
Yeah, but you get there's core and then there's
HD.
and then there's the other one, and you actually get 4K on the core one, which is the one that I'm on.
Well, guess what?
Not that it looks 4K, but
guess what? A guy that we've had on the channel before that we've actually pre-recorded a video for Monday that's coming out, Alistair. He's got a couple of channels himself, and he found one that is competing with StreamYard. That's free. Hang on, where is it?
Streamlabs.
It just looks really good.
Streamlabs.
No, here it is.
There's a few people have made mention.
EVMUX, right?
Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah, well, no one has. But when I looked into it, it does everything StreamYard does for pretty much free. And I just haven't bitten that bullet yet and had a look. Hey?
In 1080?
Yeah.
Like in full HD? For free?
So hang on. Press start now for free.
My only issue, so when I did my live stream from the comic fair, that was the only time, because I rewatched it back on my TV just to see what it came out like. And it looked like ass on my TV. And I was like, ooh, people are going to be like, this guy is fucking poverty. Why does his streams look so bad? that's what started making me think maybe I should pay for it.
So that's the free version.
Yeah, so I can't wait. So let me big. 3 gig of storage, up to 12 screen participant. 12, that's too many.
Oh, 12. Yeah, that's
too
pretty
full
cool.
HD though.
Push.
Wait,
the
wait.
talk.
Do you notice something that says there? It says get started for free. That sounds like you're gonna get that for a little bit, and then they're gonna start charging you.
What's the next level? So still $19 a month is still pretty cheap.
Is that US?
Yeah, that'd be US, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
So everything is free. Everything.
No,
in
everything
free.
in free.
Sorry, I fuzzed up for a second there.
Yeah.
Powered by MUX logo. So that's so that'd be like taking away the StreamYard thing up to 12 screen participant. That'd be interesting.
That's too many people.
Yeah. And it's
I don't
so
like
it's
like right now. If we had one more person, sure. Any more than that, get out of here.
That's why you change your layout when you get to like 10 people.
No, I just don't like being in a crowd that big. I mean, like I'll be there if it's just a hangout, but like it's so hard to say anything in those streams.
Yeah, but if you're doing like a produced live stream, like what what you guys do, like what Bo does with interviews and stuff like that, you're only going to have 3 or 4 or 5 people at absolute max anyway. If you're doing a hangout, then yeah, the more people you can get in, sort of the better. But in saying that, obviously a lot of people do talk over each other, and obviously there are bigger personalities than some other people, and it can be hard sometimes. But it's just a hangout at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter too much.
I know.
yeah.
But you're not going to be doing 10 to 12 people for a produced type live stream.
Here we go. I'm testing it out now. Enter the studio.
Yes, Perth is the best. Give it up for Perth.
Perth.
That's right.
I have not been to WA since I was a little kid.
I've never been to Perth ever, and yet I talk shit about them. So
They got fuck all
Perth.
comic shops. I know that.
I want to
I think they've
apologize
only
to
got,
the
like,
entire
one.
state of Perth. Mark, did you see the Jenny Frizen
Hey,
cover?
old fart.
Hey, old wolf, what's up? Mark, did you see the Jenny Frizen G.I. Joe cover? The exclusive? I'm going to assume you're going to buy 2 of those. Just assuming. Old wolf, mate, if you can jump on right now, it would make me so happy. Make me happy.
Why, you're already sick
These
of
two
me
guys,
saying-
these 2 guys aren't cutting it.
Well, that's a shame.
Oh shit! My last comment didn't even come through. It wouldn't. Is my internet still working? There we go.
Yeah.
No, we can't see her. Simon, play with me.
You guys. Oh wait, where are you sitting right now, Bo? Are you in the living room,
I'm in the lounge room, hence the very boring background.
mate? Last time I came around, I didn't even get to sit in the chair.
Yes, you did.
No,
You're a liar.
Oh,
no, I think it was because we
Hey,
were doing the
pussycat.
dinner. It was because we were doing the dinner that night, so we're kind of running late, so we kind of had to leave. But I felt kind of ripped off. But I didn't
Well,
Sorry,
saying
just
how
got
I
off
felt
the tea.
after the comics you took. What was that?
I was reading Tony's comment. Sorry, just got up the
sorry,
pee.
Just got up to pee. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for that life update there, Tony.
I've never worked. So I'm doing. So right now, you two are channel members. You'll see this. So rather than doing a vlog today, I've been filming a vlog for the last 2 days that will carry on for the next week. It's going to be called Water Vlogged. What a name!
It's like
Because,
you in the bar.
No, it's basically about me trying to hydrate myself for a week. Because I don't drink water. Like I never feel thirsty. So I'll go through a whole day, it'll be like 8 p.m. at night, and I'll be like, fuck, I haven't drank nothing but a coffee today. I just don't feel thirsty. So Sarah bought me this big ass bottle that has like every hour how much water you should have drank up to. So
So now
doing
we know why he's gained so much weight, because he hasn't been drinking water and pissing it out.
am I going to lose weight from drinking water? Is that true?
Yeah, it can help.
I
'cause
thought I was going to get bigger
dilutes
because of water weight.
all the shit out of your system.
Well, I got to say, I've peed more in the last 3 days than I have in the last 2 weeks, I reckon. Like,
Mate,
just when I went to the
last
pub
thing I
before,
did
I peed 4 or 5 times. I was at the pub for 2 hours, and I reckon I peed 4 or 5 times. And my
are
pee
you
has
getting
never
up
been
in the
clearer.
night to pee?
Sorry?
Are you getting up in the night to pee?
No, I've never. I was just saying that's how this started. I've never ever woken up. I don't think to pee.
Well, you're already at the crux of that age, so wait a couple of years and you'll start doing it.
I would assume.
I'm
I
doing
would
that all
assume
the
that. I would imagine. Like I always try to pee before I go to bed. So I'd be
That doesn't
surprised
help.
if I had to wake up to pee. It doesn't help.
No.
No.
You get to a certain age, and it's like you got to go. You got to go.
Mm.
Your body will wake you up.
Oh, 60.
Shut up. She's always
Oi.
like, you got 60 or what?
Because you're only 40. Like, what the fuck?
I'm closer to 50 than I am to 40.
I will tell you what though. The first day I was drinking this big bowl of water at about 4. So it was funny actually. So the first
Yeah,
day,
wait till you get to Tony's age. He's 125.
the first day I had this big bottle of water because it's tap water. I'm used to drinking bottle what I normally do is I bring like a 600 ml bottle of water to work, and by the end of the day when I leave work, there's still like half the bottle left. So I try to drink it all before I go home. But so the first day I had this giant ass bottle I put in the fridge in the morning, and at 1 p.m. I was like, oh fuck, I haven't drank any water. So at 1 p.m. I went and grabbed my bottle of water and I drank freaking 4 hours worth of water in like 30 minutes. And then I eventually caught up. But at 4 p.m., my boss was like, how's the water going? I was like, I feel really good right now. I felt so good being hydrated. It was unbelievable. So I've gone 2 days in a row drinking that whole. And you know what? I've already finished that bottle of water and it's not even the end of the day. So 3 days in a row.
That's the thing with me. Like being on the road, like for half the day, I'll take a like I've got a sports bottle of water sort of thing or whatever like that, and I'll refill that a couple of times a day. But like there is a point of the day where it gets to about 3-4 o'clock when I'm like, I'm getting sick of drinking water. Now I need like a soft drink or a coffee or something with a bit of flavor. That's the only drama that I have. I'm good all during the day drinking all the water, but then I'm just like, this is boring now. I need something else.
I used to not drink. So I have this joke where I always tell people that I didn't start drinking water until I was in my 20s because I hated water. I was like, why would I drink water when there's Flavor Town over here? Like, why?
What is what?
I used to force, like, back in the day when we were all like stoners, you'd be there with friends and you'd like pass the bong around.
I was going to say the only water you use would be in a bong.
It would be like a 2-liter bottle of water you guys all share, and I was like, this is so disgusting. But you just have to drink because that's all you had.
Backwash, baby.
All right, see ya. Good night, old wolf.
See you, old fart.
Batman Arkham Omni for $250. Wow. Okay.
Is that cheap or is that expensive?
No, I think $250 for any omnibus. That's like, don't get me wrong. Is that out of print? Because I thought they just did one. I'm not as proficient in DC omnis as I am with Marvel, but yeah, man, $250.
Isn't $250 about going rate for an Omni now, like in Marvel especially?
Yeah, for a big sized Omni, it is. So I'd imagine that would be then, which is a real pain in the ass.
Zatanna. Zatanna banana.
Is it Zatanna or is it Zatanna?
Zatanna.
Zatanna, banana.
I say
Zatanna.
Tomato. I say Zatanna, but then I realize how Aussie it sounds when you actually think about it. I think it's probably Zatanna. Wait, try to do an American accent.
She just goes,
Zatanna.
Claudia just goes, it's Zatanna.
It's Zatanna.
Zatanna.
I don't think neither of them is.
Hello, Zatanna.
Yeah.
Not eating.
What does it say? That's a reprint that just came out. I'll buy them all from Mark, so I'm happy to pay whatever he charges. Yeah, well, Mark charges reasonable prices, so. Or sometimes he just gives it to you for free.
I don't think he's giving $250 omnibuses away for free.
Well, he gave me $100 book for free.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you're going to be buying omnibuses from actual comic book stores, they're all like that price.
Yeah, they're all going to be marked up because they got to cover everything. So
yeah, exactly.
But Bo, where do you get your Bo used to get his omnibuses on Tick, if you know what I mean. On Tick.
Tick, yeah.
Do you guys know that term? Does anyone know that slang? Anyone? He
I must be too old.
I think that's pretty funny.
What
No,
do
you know what? You don't smoke enough weed. That's the problem, buddy.
No, I never did. I was the smart one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, but you fucking chuff down 300 packets of smokes a day.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, only
Yeah.
250.
So, Mark, so Sarah bought original Rian Gonzalez art before Rian was even famous of this man down here. He had, and you've still got one, yeah? You've still got the
Yep.
male Spider-Verse one, yeah? And
Yeah.
it's got Spider-Bow on there, yeah?
Yeah.
You know what? If
In
Spider-Bow
fact, I
wasn't
just
on,
showed
if
off-
Spider-Bow wasn't on there, Sarah might have bought that one too.
Well,
But
the
that's
other
something you
bit
wanna keep.
wasn't,
That's something you
the other
wanna
bit
keep,
wasn't
right?
done by Gonzalez.
Oh well, okay. So it was okay. So Gonzalez did the females and someone. Who's the artist
Yeah.
who did the? Yeah.
It was PJ something. God, it's been
I was
years.
gonna say that.
I didn't even know
What's
who that is. But PJ Harvey.
That's a musician.
Oh man, like maybe let me know first, Mark, because she has almost every cover by Rian. Although you know what, Mark is impressive. He's doing a thing on Instagram. Mark down here, he's posting a Frizen cover, a Jenny Frizen cover every day for 100 days, and everything he's been posting. Like I've never even seen that. That's very impressive. What Mark's doing on IG at the moment. Drinking more water now, trying to see if it makes my liver better.
No, your liver's shot, Graham.
Dude, like, I'm telling you, I reckon in the last 3 days, I reckon I've peed 35 times. That's just, and yeah, I feel good. I literally feel good.
That's one night for me.
Oh, really? Cranberry juice is the worst.
No, cranberry juice is good.
Yeah, it's good for
cranberry
your.
juice will make, cranberry juice
your
will make you go the
UTI.
other, it'll make you go the other way.
Nah, it's not prune juice.
It's close enough.
You reckon food's here? How do you know it's here?
Because it's at the door.
It's at the door.
Yes.
I did not hear a knock.
Well,
Oh,
delivery-
look, there's a picture.
yeah, they don't even knock. All they do is they just leave it at the door. No knock, no.
Oh, you got to see. Nearly every time we order Uber, I'm arguing with the guy.
Yeah, but
That's
there's an option now on Uber where you just have it, leave it at the door. But I had a guy once. It was a postie. I got a knock on the door. He knocked on the door literally as I walked past the front door. I opened it almost instantly after he knocked it. He was already 10 meters away, like walking off. I was like, Jesus. You guys
We
even try?
get the cat litter and food delivered, and every time they get delivered, they put it at the front of our apartment complex, which you would understand, Simon. You've been here, and we'd always leave a note there saying to go down the back because we're at the back. And one day, a few weeks ago, I'm coming home from work, and Claudia's told me that she's just ordered it, and I see a guy as I'm getting a lift home drop it at the front. And I've gotten out, and I'm like, dude, is this cat litter and food? He goes, yes. I go, what's the address? And he goes, Berkeley, you know. I'm like, yeah, well, that's here. Unit? He goes, 16. I've said, what does it say up there? And he goes, what? I've gone, what does it say up there? And he goes, 1 to 4. What the fuck you doing, bro? I'm 16. Put it back in your car. Take it to my house.
Are you going? We're going to get a unboxing of Chinese food, or just food, as I like to call it.
Well, no, I don't think she wants me on while we're eating.
Oh, okay. Can we at least see what you're eating before you go?
Oh, okay. If you're really that interested.
Yeah, I love food. I don't know if you've noticed.
All right. So we have.
Here we go. Look
We
at
have-
it. Wait.
We have the prawn rice.
Special,
He wants
special.
to see the food. Prawn rice.
This is what I watch when I don't watch comic book content anymore. I watch
Oh,
food
hang on.
videos.
She doesn't want to be shown on camera. All right, go.
Look fucking terrible.
No,
Subscribe
according
to
to
the
you.
Aussieverse for more riveting
just-
Chinese takeaway unboxings.
All right. And then we've got what's this? What's this stuff?
Black pepper udon.
Black
Black
pepper,
pepper
udon.
udon.
Black
udon's
pepper
overrated.
beef udon.
Black
sorry.
pepper beef udon. Thank you.
There you go.
And the Peking duck.
That's not Peking duck. That's lemon
That's
chicken.
lemon
You just
chicken.
said it's the Peking duck.
This is Peking duck.
Oh, that's Peking. Oh, that's
Wait,
very
Peking
small.
duck is where they wrap the duck in the. Where's the rest of it? That's just duck.
Yeah, where's the rest? Why is this just
Because
Peking
I
duck?
only got a portion.
Because you
Why
got to put it
you
together.
showing
Do you know what Peking duck
Why
is?
does it see the food?
You uncultured swine.
You just started an argument. I got to go.
Who's got a
All
Punisher
right.
shirt? Nobody's got a
Well-
Punisher shirt on.
Enjoy
Punisher.
the food.
Oh, Claudia. You guys punish a shirt. That was quick eyes. Quick eyes.
I could get out my
Alright.
Punisher. I could get out my Punisher jacket. I do have it with me.
Yeah, I know. I'm so jealous of that jacket. It's such a cool jacket. I'll give you some comics for the jacket.
No, because
You haven't got anything worth that jacket.
I'll give you some pops for the jacket.
I'll be back. I'm just gonna grab another beer.
Getting worse.
I'll give you some Peking duck for the jacket. All right, catch you, brother.
All right, enjoy the food.
Thank you.
Bye, Cindy.
Bye.
Bye.
If you're gonna call
Oh, that's hilarious. Why it called the Cutty Sark? Is it just because it rhymes? It's
Where'd
something
they
to
go?
do with the Cutty Shark.
Wait, what am I
Except
missing?
it's Cutty Sark.
I don't take sugar much. Oh, really? That's not good. You know, Grey Man, the first time I ever watched a Grey Man video, he said in the video, I'm trying not to spend as much money on comics now because, you know, I keep spending all my money on comics. And then every day for the next like 3 years, he released a fucking comic haul video. He's like, look what I got today. Since you do, okay, I'll have a look. Thank you, Mark. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Sarah's got also original Spider Gwen, sorry, that she bought off. She's like a Patreon member to Rian Gonzalez as well. So
I am still trying. Well, try not to buy anything great.
Oh, I haven't seen these ones. Wait, hang on, but Mark, you did the thing. Wait, so you know when people send photos in IG?
Oh, and it only stays for a certain amount of
Yeah,
time.
but it only does that because you don't choose the selection for. No, I think Mark's okay. I think that's going to stay.
It'll stay for a little while, and then
No,
after a few
yeah, see?
views, if you don't
So
touch it for a
when
while, you
you
won't be able to do it.
So this is the difference. If you take the photo in Instagram, if you use the camera in the message app here, right, and then you take a photo, at the bottom here it says allow replay. If you press it, it'll say keep in chat, and if you press it again, it'll say view once. So you need to change it to keep in the chat. I don't know why keep in the chat is not standard. Shouldn't that be the default? You would
Yeah.
think.
The amount of photos I've been sent, and it's like, I look at it, and then I'm like, oh, I go to show, say, Beck or something an hour later. It's like, oh, now I can't look at it.
Yeah, they're trying to be Snapchat, but yeah. So Bo sent something before, and I viewed it once, and I couldn't view it again. But yeah. So just so everyone knows, I literally was thinking about this today, how frustrating it is. But choose keep in chat. But I will check with Sarah. Mark, thank you for that. Uber Eats isn't worth it. It's upcharged from the shop's prices, and the knobs can't read your name or house number. I Ubered food to Sarah because I didn't have lunch.
I'll post your Polaroid.
I didn't make lunch today for Sarah, so I Ubered her something while I was out. Yeah, we want food. I want food. Oh, how much? What? How far behind my wife's Viet? So my mother-in-law is non-stop bringing. Yeah, right. My mom, she'll call me fat and then like say eat all this, and I'm like, what? All right. What is peaking at? Yeah, I don't actually like everyone. I'm sure everyone who sees Mark's name always thinks the Cutty Shark, right?
Yeah.
But then they actually read it and realize, oh, wait, he either spelt it wrong or he means something else. Okay. Catching up here. Stop picking up single issues to save money. Oh, really? Did you really stop single issues? Okay, that's interesting. That's what I need to do. That's the long-term goal. Just stopping comics.
A lot of people are getting like a lot. it's almost like one or the other now. Like either people are single issues or they're, you know, trades or omnis or whatever. Some people try and do both to a certain degree. If it's something that they like, obviously they like to keep the single issues pristine and just use the omnis and the trades for reading.
Well, what I like to do is, because I am a collector, I'll often order a first issue of a new series, especially indie stuff. And a lot of it, I'll order the first issue and think if I really like it and I want to read it, then maybe I'll get the trade rather than buying the next 4 issues. Some stuff I'll just order the first 5 issues, like because it's the first story arc. But some stuff I'll just get the first issue. If I really like it, I'll buy it in trade later. And then I don't end up buying the trade. Like Transformers. The new Transformers, the first issue was fantastic. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll buy the trade when that comes out. And I haven't done it. But everyone, like Transformers is super popular, the IDW series.
Especially the Energon universe stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, I only care about, because I read Void Rivals, which was like the first one from that glued that whole universe together. And I didn't enjoy, not that I didn't enjoy it, I just didn't care. A book really has to make me care. I read something recently, believe it or not. I read Red Light from AWA, and it was really good. The end was whatever, but comics never have good endings. But the rest of the story was quite good.
I haven't read anything since 1985. No, probably not.
The late 19th century.
I tried to get back into reading about a decade ago, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, but you would probably do a lot of just like reading up, like what's that, Marvel Wiki and stuff like that, just to catch up on stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. And I pick up. So that's the thing. Like, my brain tends to pick up on a lot of. I always say that I know a little about a lot, not a lot about a little, if that makes sense. So, like, I pick up a lot of little nuances and little tidbits of information and stuff like that, but I might not necessarily remember like a whole story. It's like movies now. Like, you know, me saying I'm a movie buff, I've seen a shitload of movies, a shitload of anime, a shitload of TV. I don't remember it as, like, I used to be able to quote movies word for word, all the catchphrases, the songs that were in it and things like that. Now, I don't remember as much as what I used to.
What's crazy is even the movies you think you know so well. Like, I'll give you an example. I was watching Point Break on TV. I hadn't seen it for a while, but back in the day, I watched that movie a lot. And I was making the quotes before they would say it. And then when they actually said it, I realized I mixed up some words.
It was something
I wasn't
different.
saying it perfectly. I was like, I felt so embarrassed.
but still, if there are certain quotes, you may mix maybe 1 or 2 words. If people know, they know. They're like, oh yeah, that's from, you know, Point Break.
Yeah, they'll still know if you quote it. But yeah, like if you actually watch the movie, sometimes you're like, fuck, I was a couple of words off there.
What's this? I did the math on the Walking Dead deluxe singles, and it cost over $2,000 to collect the series altogether, or I could buy the 4 compendiums for like $320.
Did you know?
Yeah, and that's the and that's the other thing. It's like me, obviously collecting single issues. Say, like for Amazing Spider-Man, for argument's sake, like if I was to start to collect the whole entire run of Amazing Spider-Man now, it'd be well over like 100K or 200K or more to try and get the entire run. You know, and that's why I'm sort of, you know, I'm I'm taking a lot of fun and pleasure in just picking up certain issues, even if they're like just run fillers and stuff from older series that I'm collecting. I still like have the big thrill of when I get one of the big books from the run. But yeah, even just getting back issues like the new deal that I'm doing at the moment, most of it is non-key books. They're just all old school run fillers. But you're still looking at like a lot of these run fillers over here, they might still be $20, $30 a book. Whereas, you know, obviously, you know, the big books are obviously big dollars sort of thing, but I still enjoy getting those old school books, regardless of whether they're run fillers or not, because it's looking at me going, oh, I had 100 books in this run. Now I only need 80 or I only need 50 or 20 or whatever. That's part of the chase for me as well.
Man, I couldn't believe I picked up that first Jason Todd for like, what was it, like $80, $85 or something? Whew! I was stoked about that. So if you're patient, then oh yeah, this guy. So dear MFN, here's my mate. He lent me this Walking Dead, like, so years ago. Like, I'm talking probably even before I had my YouTube channel. I got into comic books. Dave's one of my good friends, and he was like, "Oh, you like comic books?" And I didn't realize he's into comic books. Like, he's not crazy about them, but like, he read comic books for a long time. And he was like, "Oh, I'll lend you The Walking Dead." And I was like, "Man, I have no interest." He's like, "No, it's really good. You should read it." So he just lent it to me. So this was like probably 5.
And you've had it ever since.
And then no. So recently, after I started watching the show, I was like, "Oh, maybe I should read Walking Dead." And I said to him, "Hey man, did I give that thing back to you?" And he goes, "No." I was like, "Nah, I'm pretty sure I gave it back to you. I don't have it anymore." And then I found it when I moved recently. So
how I feel about Spawn getting singles, it's breaking me. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Beck's the same, Aaron. Like, you know, she collects Spawn as well, but she's got the entire run. It's just all the hard to get variants now that she's chasing.
But what's great about Spawn, if you don't need to have every variant, is that Spawn is still the same price as it's always been, and the quality of the Spawn books is awesome.
Oh, it's top notch.
You know what I mean? Like the quality of the paper,
really high
the quality of the
quality.
cover. Why aren't DC and Marvel doing that? Like, you bastards.
They're going on quantity over quality.
Like, Marvel's really bad. Like, DC's better than Marvel in that regard.
Not by much.
I don't know. You pick up a standard Marvel book, and it's like, this feels like dog shit.
I did a My Comic Shop order a few months ago, around 75 books, including a couple of slabs and a hardcover trade, and it was 90 US shipping. Yeah, that's damn good. Yeah, I keep getting, like, especially like Cliff, he keeps trying to get me onto My Comic Shop and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I'll eventually do an order from them just to give them a try, but
I don't like the way My Comic Shop is laid out. It looks really dated.
It's very old school.
It's not very easy, you know. So what's this?
I'm collecting garbage, but I'm addicted to singles, Quasar, Star Trek, JLA, 90s. There's nothing wrong with collecting what you love. That's, at the end of the day, if you don't see it as garbage,
DC destroys Marvel regarding comics in every facet of the game.
Whatever.
Oh wait, here's that first issue. Let me show you the first issue of Final Fight.
As everybody always says, collect what you love. Yeah, it's my exactly. Just if it's your treasure, don't care what anybody else says. You collect what you love. And a lot of people are getting back into the 90s stuff. That's why all these companies, like, especially like Big Time Collectibles and 616 Comics and all these ones, they're all doing these foil stuff because everybody's reminiscing about the 90s foil age.
You know what really shits me? So some books, I'll give you a perfect example, is because I watched Bub's video the other day. You know the Wolverine banana cover?
Oh, yeah.
So that just recently got released. I mean, look, it's good and bad. It got recently released as just a standard cover. So I picked one up. But when it was the exclusive, it was a big dollar book, right? So, what do you think? Is it good that they then just release it as a regular cover for just anyone to get? Or, I don't know, what do you think? Because I'll give you another example.
Then it makes the original print more desirable because it's more expensive technically.
But it's exactly the same. So here's the thing where there's differences. So I've got that Adam Hughes Harley Quinn cover, you know, where she's in a straitjacket.
Ah, yeah. And
there was two versions of that originally. There was
like her panties
version.
are a different color or something.
No. So there was the German Loot Crate edition. So it only came in Loot Crate in Germany, and she doesn't have panties at all on that one. So that's the copy I got. So I finally got it, like, after forever I was chasing that book, and I got it. And then they re-released it as a foil Mexican variant, which is foil, so it's still different in a sense. So you know what? I don't always think foil is better. Foil's great, but I don't always think foil's better. But with the Wolverine banana cover, it's literally, I don't think there's any difference.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
So how is it still an exclusive? I just feel, I don't know. The comic book scene is just odd.
All right, Mark. Take it easy, mate.
Wait, who's going? Mark, say bye.
Mark's
got to bounce.
going.
All right. See you, mate. Thank you for jumping in. Perth is the best. That's right.
Perth.
Perth is the best.
Perth. What's this? I bought a lot off my comic shop back in the day. Postage is big, but the cheaper poor book price made up for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that's what I keep getting told. Like I'm sort of looking at it, going, "That's good price. That's good price." And then I'm like, "But I don't know what the shipping is going to be like."
I can't remember, but is that where I remember Matt from Talking
Yeah,
Popcorn?
he was getting his new comic books from.
Yeah, and he just was like, he said, if you pre-order in advance, you pay like $3-4 Australian per book. So by the time, the shipping, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like you've paid so little for the book. Image is the best in the game. That's right. I agree. Oh, yeah, no, I agree. I think Image are probably more interesting. I haven't gotten into the whole Geiger and all that sort of stuff.
Ghost Machine.
Yeah.
Everybody's raving about the Ghost Machine stuff.
They are. What's a banana cover? I might have it so I can show you. What's going on, Dave? What's happening? Do you have the banana cover?
Hey.
Banana cover. I have banana.
Sorry, just quickly. Brendan, wait, when are we going to see another episode of you trying to sell stuff? I'm going to be selling at the next Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair, so you can see me selling on a video that this guy makes. But Brendan, before you go, I don't have your contact, and I'm having my going away drinks next week. So somehow get in touch with me because I wanted to invite you. I just don't have contact with you except for here. So anyway,
hey, there's
why
Sean.
did I
As well.
type
Hey, Sean.
What's going on, Sean? Do you want to jump on, Sean? I don't know how much longer I'll be. I've nearly got through my books, and I'm getting pretty hungry because I've had a few beers today. Hope you guys. Yep.
Hey, Vogsy.
Back to bed. All right, see you, mate. Thank you. Look at all these. Cass. David, how are you?
I'm very well. I just realized I was supposed to be on an auction, but the auction's not till 8 o'clock this time.
What are you looking to buy at this auction?
Yeah, it's a bunch of UK books again.
You and your. Hey, do you follow Ken's comic book channel?
I don't know if I do.
That's a channel you would like, Ken. He's about your age, so he's like 90 or something, but no. But he's a big. So he's from the UK, but he's a big foreign collector. I've known him for like 5 years, I reckon.
Who's this?
He collects a lot of was it Alan Class? Is that
Alan Class?
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
That's sorry, Ken's comic book channel. You know, the dude from the UK.
I think I just found it. Right?
Sorry, I was talking to Beck. So.
Did you find his channel?
I think so.
Yeah, check him out, man. Like, I think you'll
Is he
check
based
it
over
out.
here?
Sorry?
Is he based over here? He's probably bidding tonight.
No. He's from the UK.
Oh, he's in the UK, is he?
Yeah. So I met him through Greyman back in the day. Back in the day, we did a live stream with Ken, Greyman, and Ayup. Remember Ayup, Greyman? Ashley? He was there for about, I don't know, a year, and then he disappeared.
He'll definitely be bidding tonight. There's a couple of Alan Class lots in there. In fact, I looked at them. I was thinking about buying them myself, but then
Jordan, who was a channel member of mine, enjoyed your King's Comics video, as did I. I've never been to that location. That one.
It's good. I like that one. The store's really nice.
We did Greyman. So a long time ago, it was about 5 years ago, I reckon. Ken went live and did like a test. It was like one of the only times he ever went live. And I jumped in. I think you jumped in briefly, and Ashley jumped in. He kind of disappeared. But yeah, the good old days.
Is Alternate Worlds anywhere near you?
It's literally 2 minutes down the road from me, but I haven't gone there since I moved in here because I don't know if you know, but there's a bit. We were speaking about it at the start of the stream, but they're like the enemy to me.
Oh, really?
But I'm planning on doing a vlog there because my videos have become a place where people can discover places in Melbourne. So I figured, you know what?
Yeah.
It's been years and I've never wanted to shine any light on them apart from talking shit about them. But I think it's time that I gave them the spotlight.
No, he's talking about Alternate again.
Yeah, well, Dave missed out on the start. Have you not been there?
No, I haven't. And the reason why, it was funny because bringing up the King's Comics, someone said to me, technically not the biggest. Alternate Worlds is the biggest because it's basically a warehouse.
So no, it depends. So you cannot. So we were discussing this earlier. You cannot just walk in there. So they've got probably the best back catalog in Australia, but you can't access it. Like you can't go there and dig through it.
Oh, you can't walk
on
in
their website. You can go through their website and you can buy a book, but it will take them either between 3 and 23 days for them to pick the order and tell you can come pick it up.
They're literally lining what they'd call the warehouse. They're lining the back walls and they're just stacked up to the roof. Just short boxes, just stacked.
Right. Okay. So they do back
it's
issues.
not
as
something
well.
that you can actually flick through.
Well, that's no fun.
No.
That's no fun at all.
And I can guarantee you the price is probably, and that might work in your favor to a certain degree. If you're actually buying off the website, then obviously they've got the chance to go, oh, this is actually so-and-so price. And that's what a lot of people have the problem with.
They'll change their price on you, Dave.
But
What do you
if
think
you
about that?
actually say, look, I want to
Yeah.
go and have a look at, I want to go and see what Spider-Man books you have, you could probably organize to go there and they could pull down some boxes or whatever and you could flick through them. And then you'd probably get some prices would actually be better than if you bought them off the website because they'll be all labeled. So it's a bit hit and miss.
Okay.
But they've
So
never
how it
done
started-
anything wrong. I've been shopping with them for like 20, 30 years. They've never done anything wrong by me, and I've never done anything wrong by Beck. So
this is how it's. I don't think I explained the story fully before. So many years ago, I didn't finish it. That's right. So I was after this book. It was a Tom Taylor Rose and Thorn book. I got my friend Stu to buy it from because my mate Stu shops. He's been shopping there for over 20 years and constantly gets screwed over from them, but he still shops there because he's local. So my mate Stu messaged him and bought the book and said, "Hey, can you guys chuck this in my box and I'll just pick it up when I come in next?" He got a text message from them saying, "Hey, that book is waiting in your box." So he goes to pick up his weekly haul, and then he said, "Oh, where's that Rose and Thorn book?" And they're like,
Yep.
"Oh, it's not here. What do you mean? What book?" And he's like, "This book. You messaged me to tell me it was here. I'm buying it for a friend. I came to pick it up for my friend." I'm like, "It's not here, man." He's like, "What do you mean it's not here? Like, you guys messaged me to tell me it was here." So he goes on their website to look it up to show him the book. And not only is it sold on their website, but the price all of a sudden doubled on their website. So I never got that book. I mean, I did get it, but I paid. So they had it for like $8. And then next thing you know, it was sold out and it was like $20 or $15 or something like that. So that's where the first issue came. But then I know so many people, everyone who's not named Mad Spidey who shops there seems to just have, And it's a known thing. So I was saying earlier as well, on Grail Hunters, one time someone posted on Grail Hunters saying, "Hey, I just came to this store for the first time. Is it any good?" And they took a photo of the front of Alternate Worlds. And everyone in the comments was just like, didn't have nice things to say. So I was like, I don't feel so bad now. Go on, Beckerman.
hey, Mike.
Hey. Well, that's worth. Well, now I know because I was going to go and drive out there, and I'm not going to drive all that way. If it's like not going to get me, not going to be able to dig.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to dig like you. So apparently, once a year they do the warehouse thing where they open the warehouse. Spidey, I've never been.
They have it. They have a couple of different things. Usually it's like one Saturday or one Sunday or one weekend a month or something like that. They'll actually bring out like all their like premiere books and slabs and all that sort of stuff. And they'll actually have that behind the normal racks. So you can go in there and actually, sort of go through that and stuff like that. And then I think it's once or twice a year they'll literally, they'll open up the warehouse because they own the warehouse next door as well. And they'll literally, they'll lay everything out. But the big one they only do once or twice a year. But the all like their premiere sort of books and stuff, back catalog stuff, they'll bring out. I think it's one Sunday a month or one weekend a month or something like that.
The website's terrible.
Oh yeah,
It's not good.
super
And
old.
here's the other thing. So if you go in there, and this doesn't always. There's been times where Sarah's gone in and said, "Hey, you've got this on your website. Can I get it?" And they get it. But there's been other times I've heard from people where they find a book on the website, and rather than buying it from there, they go in and say, "Hey, can I get this book? It's on your website." And they'll be like, "Oh, can't you just order it off the website?" And the thing is, when you order off the website, it doesn't take your money. The order gets placed, the money doesn't get taken until they've picked your order, And literally, like Sarah waited 2 weeks once, and she had to call them and say, "Hey, what's going on with this order?" Oh, they're like, "Yeah, cool, we'll pick it," and then it gets picked. It's like there's no way that you can tell me it takes that long. That you can't, like, man, fucking JB. Think about how many orders JB Hi-Fi would get. Those guys have that order picked within half an hour.
Maybe they're buying books from other places, right?
No. So they distribute for a lot of other. So a lot of other places will buy books from them.
I did.
They
I did
order
say
so
it, Mike.
much, and then they'll get like the ratios and all that. But they actually supply a lot of other smaller places.
Because I saw they had the sketch variant of Absolute Batman on there, and I was like, oh, I might get that because I've just bought that off eBay anyway.
Ooh, 2 copies.
But I looked at it and I was like,
It's going into third printing. That's like the hottest news in the comic book world
I don't
right
know,
now.
crazy.
Absolute Batman third printing.
Yeah, but you can get the sketch cover which is essentially the first print with an extra piece of card on the exterior for like $11. Nice.
Classic art. Well, it's a reprint, but it's a funny cover.
You'll see this on Monday. This is amazing.
Oh, is that that's a fucking homage cover, right? To
no, this is Mark Spears. He does trading cards, but this story is like an 8-issue thing. It was a Kickstarter, but it's so good. The art's amazing. If you
Reminds me a bit of Monster Squad.
I thought it was an NWA bloody homage cover.
It's so good.
They're all looking down.
It might be.
That's pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, the boy.
Yeah,
the
boys homage.
Boys. But NWA's like that too, isn't it?
Straight out
Maybe
of Compton.
the boys is an homage to NWA as well.
I'm just trying to remember. I've got the CD at home actually, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Yeah, that was nuts, Mike. That was that's all Nick. What's it, Nick Dragonetti or Dragonetti or whatever his name is? I think he did that whole issue there.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure I got the email.
I heard there actually isn't that many comic shops.
They closed a lot. They closed
the other
a
one,
lot.
Sarah mentioned she went to another one. She said it was actually quite good, but I think they're not there anymore, maybe.
The best one, I can't remember the name. I think it was like Comics Kingdom or Comics Emporium or something like that. It was the proverbial. There was 2 levels. Mm-hmm. There was the nice guy downstairs and then the grumpy arsehole upstairs. But the grumpy arsehole upstairs had a lot of killer books. Like I remember Beck and I went on a comic shop hunt in Sydney about probably a decade or more ago.
Yep.
And because we drove up or whatever, so we could drive to each of the shops now. We stayed in the city and we went to this place. I spent about $2,000 with this guy. And that's when he started like actually like getting nicer when he saw the money started flowing and the books I was pulling out.
Yeah,
money. But they had some awesome back issues.
That was a wicked store. So they sold that store's still not been moved into. The irony of it is, it's literally 3 doors away from King's current location. Like it's across the road. So I miss it. I miss that place. It was so good.
But the one that I found was the weirdest one, and I still vaguely remember the guy's face, but. There was one in like near Bondi Beach and it was out in the middle of nowhere. We decided to catch public transport out there. It took us like an hour and a half to get there. And I remember like the streets were like 1-lane streets, to get all the way down these hills and stuff. It almost looked like you were driving through Warrandyte. Obviously only the Aussies are going to get that sort of reference, but a very like outback sort of look. Like it was very like foresty looking and that. And then there was just a tiny little strip of shops on this really like deep dive corner. And Beck and I got there and it says he was open like, it was like what Phil used to be like. It was open like, 2 hours this day, closed this day, open 5 hours this day, and then closed this day. It was really, really weird. But it had a phone number there and it says, by appointment, you can go, you can buy stuff, whatever. So I ring the dude and I'm like, I've got some money. I'm looking for old Spider-Man comics. Have you got anything? And he goes, can you hang around for an hour? I'll bring a short box or 2. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, no worries. We can go. There was a small cafe. We went and, grabbed some lunch, hung out there and, just potted around for a little while on that. And this guy, and then he rings me. He's like, "Oh, I'm here. Meet me back at the shop." So we walk across, meet him back at the shop, walk inside the shop. There's not much. It was a very small shop, not much in there. Pulls out these, he brings 2 short boxes, literally from 1 to 100 in these short boxes of Amazing Spider-Man. And I'm just like, my mind has freaking exploded. But he had some crazy, crazy prices. And I ended up spending about 3 or 4K with this guy, but I picked up,
Jesus.
I ended up picking up, I think 3 or 4 issues sub 10 Spider-Man, a whole heap of other ones and things like that. And he still occasionally does the con scene. I haven't seen him for a few years. I think it's like the Comic Bug or something like that. He's got a Greek name. I can't remember what it was though.
Did you drop 3-4K just cash, or did you pay it off?
No, I had 3-4 cash on me.
Jesus Christ! The day
we went up there to comic shop, because when we went up there was about 15 comic shops. Now there's like 3.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Back in the day, there's no
alternate worlds have an AF-15, don't they? Like a Halo one or some shit?
Don't even get me started on that book. This is the proverbial with this book especially, they've actually watched the market, but not re-watched the market. So put it this way, before COVID, and this was going to those I miss Phil. I really miss Phil.
Yeah, can we get into this when you're done talking about what you're talking about?
I actually have a little story about that, a very recent story too.
All right, cool.
They have an AF-15 4.0 in a Halo slab at Alternate Worlds. He's had it for at least a decade. He had a price on it of, now this is talking about 2 or 3 years before COVID hit. He had a 25K price on it. So 25K back then was stupidly expensive. Obviously, during COVID, that became a really cheap price. But then what he's done is, once they reopened, he's watched how the market fluctuated. It went from 25K to 85K.
Yeah, but you were never going to buy it at 25K.
No, but I'm just saying, this is what he's done is he's gone, okay, it's 25K. Then I went to 35. Then I went to 55, which when you do the conversion, technically is for a 4.0 is actually about par anyway. Went to 85, but now that it's dropped a bit, he's still got it at the 85K.
Well, what grade is it?
4.0.
In a Halo.
For a Halo, I know that's the point.
Yeah.
I mean, look. Yeah.
Realistically, 40 to 50, probably in a 4.0, yes.
It's a 3, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah. But still, 30 to 40K would still be an AF-15 in that grade. Because you're buying 20K for a 0.5.
I'm going on Go Collect now.
Can we get into this Phil story? Because I didn't really know Phil. Obviously, I went in there a couple of times and he wasn't the nicest guy to me. But obviously, for people who don't know, Evil Empire was a shop. It was definitely around when I first started, but it was before I really knew. Like now I could go into a shop and have a good dig. But back when I was going, I was like, I didn't know where to start. And he yelled at me for fucking moving a stack of books. So have you ever been to Evil Empire, Dave? So it was chaos. Like
one of my favorites.
If there was more than 2 people in the store, there was too many people in the store. Like it was like this narrow little walkway. Like it was just chaos. It was chaos. That's all you could say. So he had like books on top of the short boxes, like books on top of books. And like you'd want to go through the short box. So I'd move the book once, the pile of books, to get to the short box and hey man, I'm working on those. I'm like, do you want to fucking sell books or not, man? Like, what the hell? Yeah. So like, yeah, anyway, but Simon knows him a bit better.
Yeah, so I've known Phil for years. I could probably say at least close to 50% of my collection comes from Phil. Because Phil actually had one of the best priced selections of back issue comics. Because he didn't even sell new books really. He just sold back issues. But what you'd actually do is you'd actually go into his shop and say, you know, I'd be hunting an ASM 300 just for argument's sake.
Yeah.
he'd have 5 or 6 copies, but they'd all be different price depending on the
condition.
quality that it was. So quite often I'd obviously pick the lowest ones because I'm a low grade collector and I can get more books for that thing. But in saying that, Beck and I actually dropped past his shop, which is still there. We dropped past his shop about 2 weeks ago just to see any signs on the windows, anything's going on. Basically, you walk up to the front of the shop and there's a pile of boxes from the floor to the roof. You can't even see in the shop.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, when I was in there, I would see something, because remember the walls were covered with like
everything.
It's like toys and other things. I would look at something on the wall and be like, to get that, you would have to step on all of these short boxes to get to that. It was, I wish it was still around so I could go there. And I'm sure I would have eventually got along with him, because he did chat. When I actually bought something, he was actually, chatting to me, offered me a discount if I paid cash and shit. But like, I just couldn't believe he told me off for fucking moving his books. Like, dude, like, how else am I going to fucking see what's in your store? Because the whole store was just piles and piles on top of shit. And literally that day, after he said that to me, I walked down to the end of the store, and just so happens that as I walked back out to leave, I caught 2 books caught my eye, and I was like, oh, I'll grab those. And they were cheap. There was like a Sam and Max book. And then there was like a Spider-Man Kiss cover.
Share the hang on, let me share screen.
How does Dave can answer this one? How does the market dictate these prices? Just
I can tell you. Well, let's use Go Collect. I can actually display it. Actually, let me bring it up. Let me
hang on. Who am I displaying? Wait, you both sharing screens right now?
Hang on, have a look at this picture first.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually mild compared to what it usually is.
That looks good. That looks good. It didn't look anything like that when I saw it.
Was in Coburg.
Right, okay.
It was what was Melbourne Short saying? It was Sydney Road who had that little shop. That was evil.
Yeah, that was Phil.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I worked out with Phil is he was one of those guys, you pay cash and it would lower the price as well. He always gave me great deals, and that's why I consistently bought from him. And then he closed just before or just during COVID. There's a lot of stories going around about what actually happened to him, but got absolutely no idea whether he's ever going to go back in there, or whether his inventory's even in there, whether those boxes are just hiding what's in there.
We should have done a heist, mate. We should have done a heist.
So this is how I use a multitude of sites, right? So I use GPA analysis. I use Go Collect. I've got subscriptions to all of them because you can't just use one. You got to use the whole lot. But I find Go Collect's pretty good, and so it'll basically show you every price, fair market value for every single grade, and this is graded books, right? So you can sort of do a bit of a rough calculation based on this on raw books as well, right? So, for instance, the book that we were just talking about, AF15 at a 3.5, a 4.0 Halo's at best is probably only going to get a 3.5 CGC. So you're talking like 28 grand US, right?
So that's about close to 40 Australian.
Yeah, something like that. So, you'd go in and say, well, FMV is this much, so I'll give you this. And if they say no, you say, well, I'll go and find it elsewhere.
Yeah, that's the
he'll say, yeah, that's fine. Because
that's fine. But you can it's not like this is like rare book. Look at how many books there are here. Like how many they got graded. So it tells you how many are graded too. So let's have a look. 2,585 graded in total. If you got a 9.6, you've got a $3.6 million book in you.
That was that record that beat first Superman for about 2 weeks.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
Jordan, haven't you seen enough episodes of Noob to hear Mark say it's the stock market for nerds?
It is basically. Have you got? Give me a book, and I will find one.
Let's go. Let's go. Spidey's Ultimate Fallout 4.
I have that book though.
You don't know. You didn't have a graded. You don't have any graded books though.
No, not graded books. No. I was going to say. I'm actually interested to find out a book that I'm actually hunting.
All right, well we'll do that in a sec. So if you get, so here's the thing, they also do the different printings too. So this is the non-newsstand, the direct edition. So they're just building the tables now. And then you can catalog your books here. So if you've got one, so I've got a 9.8 of this, so it's in my list entry. So you can track your books as well. God knows what's happening to the internet. Here we go. 9.8's worth what? Fair market value on a 9.8's $900 right now. But it doesn't really, like, you look at it, right? Here's the thing about Ultimate Fallout. Anything below an 8.5, you're paying it basically the same thing, like $260 is the FMV.
Yeah, and that's why low grade all day, right, Sparty?
Yeah. Okay. Spotlight 5, a book I've wanted for God knows how long.
Yeah, but okay. So here's the thing, right? So people will always say, "How much is the book worth?" Oh, the last one sold was this much. That's how much it's worth. But you can't say that. I don't think.
But this is not how this is calculated. So.
What I was going to say is people sometimes will go off the eBay sales, right? Oh, that was last sold of this, so you're overcharging. But sometimes if you're let's say you're only like, there's a lot of people who aren't going to go to comic fairs and be able to deal with people directly, right? There's a lot of people that are purely going to buy their stuff from eBay. So let's say someone says, "Oh, it's only worth this because this is how much it sold for on eBay, like in the last month." But if there is no one selling it for that price right now, when you're looking for that book, then you can't get it for that price. So is it really worth that price because someone got lucky?
So do you know how I use this? So I'll look at this. So let's say, what would you go for if you wanted to get
I'd have to go a low grade copy because that's all I could afford. So, but obviously it has to be complete. So it'd have to be at least a 225 and above.
Okay, so you're looking at about 525, 650, 650 for 3. You can get a 4 over 650. And so what's good about this is that FMV, there might have been a sale for $8.19 in the last year, but there's also a 655, and they basically average it down. So it's not just the problem you get is when you've got no sales for a period of time, because they do exactly what you just described, Sar, which is go off the first sale that they just saw. But the more there's the book, the better it is.
All right, thank you.
I just want to say now that for the next Comic Book Community Awards, people should consider my channel for the spec.
Oh, God. Sorry. Hashtag spec guy.
I should do a video on this though, because it is super. A lot of people ask the question, how do you price it up? Where's the market? And there's it's not just this site. There's GPA, and this is so valuable, especially when you can link your books to it too, so you know exactly how much your portfolio is worth.
I got a book
portfolio.
Actually, can you look up? Oh shit! I don't even know the issue. I'm so amateur. Tales of the Teen Titans. What's the first Nightwing? Is it 44? Oh, that's a guess. Let me get it.
Beck was laughing at me because she ordered some pizza, and the front of the box has already put me off the pizza because I absolutely hate this character. I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I absolutely hate this character.
SpongeBob. Oh god.
Why do you?
And Beck gave me the box and just laughing her ass off at me because I'm like, I don't even want to eat that pizza now. It's got SpongeBob on the box.
Have you seen the SpongeBob movie? It is absolutely amazing.
No. I'm not watching that shit.
Tales of the Teen Titans. I got it. Tales of the Teen Titans 44. What can I say? Key guy.
Have you got it?
Sorry?
You've got it? Or no, you
need
it.
I've got it in my hands. I just want to know. So I got a 9.2.
So you like a bit of dick?
I do love me some dick.
God. I'm having flashback of whack comics.
Especially disco dick. Disco dick's the best.
No, disco dick.
Because this book is, for some reason,
I haven't got that book. I need it.
This book is not an expensive book. I don't understand why it's not.
It's not an expensive book. I'm looking at it now. Look at this. Like 9.8's $300 US. But about $450 Australian, right?
Okay, so what's a 9.2?
9.2 would be 70. So you can pick that up for about like $100, $100 Aussie.
Fuck, see, I paid, but no. See, that's
you bought it like 2 years ago.
You're not going to pay $100 for a slab of this. There's no way you're gonna find that. Is what I'm trying to say with this stuff. Like you'd be very like the only way you're gonna find this for $100 if you do go to a comic fair, you talk to a guy, and at the end of the day, he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll fucking take you $100." But there's no way someone's gonna put $100 price tag on this. Is what I'm saying with all this.
What is
stuff.
it? A 9.0.
It's a 9.2.
9.2.
And it's also not only that, it's in the disgusting old CGC slab. It's like the old one. I
So
feel like
if you want, I can press that for you. Get it. We'll go make it higher than a 9.2. If it's in the old one, it's
but
guaranteed to be pressable.
yeah, but I'm looking at it now. I reckon it's really a 9.6 anyway.
Yeah, that's my point, right? Like you just need to crack it and press it and resubmit it.
Yeah, well, what's the thing? Look, to be honest, I don't care about grades. Like, I think they look cool on a slab. The grade does not bother me. I'll get like that's. I always have this joke that my favorite grade is a 9.6 because I'll save $200 every day of the week for a book that looks exactly the same as the 9.8. You know what I mean?
Well, that's my point. I'd buy all the 9.6s, crack them out, then press them, and then hopefully get a 9.8.
I don't even think you need to press them sometimes, though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there have been people, and this is the thing, and I've always wanted to make a video on this, and I just I've never done it. So I'll give you two examples: Comic Man Andy and Tyler from Whack Comics. They both did CGC grade reveal videos, and both of them on two separate videos, they had a book, and they said, "I know this next one is not going to be a 9.8. I know it's not because it's got this defect on it." And then they reveal a 9.8. So I'm like, okay, well, because that book says it's a 9.8, you know it's not a 9.8. What, like, where do we stand there with like, what is it a 9.8? You know it's not. Tyler had Something's Killing the Children issue 5 or something like that, and it was like, he goes, "There's the color breaking crease on it." He got a 9.8. So it's just, I don't know, man. The grades to me, are just,
you can get a color breaking a crease on a 9.8.
not a crease, but it was like he said there was a color breaking thing on it, and he got a. So that's what I'm saying. Two people on separate videos and said, "I know this is not going to be a 9.8," and then they reveal a 9.8. And they're like, "What the hell? I know this is not a 9.8," but they still got one, and that's where the grading thing just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, you got a grader at the end of the day on a Friday. Just looked at it, and went, "Yeah, that 9.8, that'll do."
Yeah, just that sort of stuff is
Actually,
like
what's a Spotlight 2 in a high grade going for these days?
Spotlight 2 is a hard book. I don't think there's many in 9.8.
I actually have a raw, reasonably high grade copy of this.
Oh, I need this book. So I was looking at the wrong Spotlight, but this is actually a book I need. I'm going to bring it up just quickly before we go to the Werewolf by Night. So I'm after this book because it's got
Quick Trauma Girl.
There's still only 35 cents on it.
It's still only 35 cents. That's the reason why I'm after that. Those Hanna-Barbera's are so hard to find. And they're ridiculous. Let me just bring this back up to this one. Yeah, you'll see in a minute. The census on this is like really tight at the top. There's not many 9.8s. Yeah, 2. There's only 2 on the census.
I wouldn't call it a 9.8, but I'd say it'd probably be a mid to high 8, maybe even an early 9, possibly. Well, I'm not a professional grade. Yeah, I've got a raw copy. So what's it about? I can't see it on the screen, but
it's a 9.6 would set you back almost 10 grand US.
I don't think it'd be a 9.6.
A 9.2.
I think it might be a 9.0, maybe.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to have a 9.2. That's a 1,300. But yeah, it's like 775 for a 9.0. These are all US prices, so. But this has dropped massively. Right? Which it shouldn't. I mean, it really shouldn't, because that Werewolf by Night TV show was one of the few good things from Marvel recently.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
That was phenomenal. Both in black and white and in color. I loved them both.
Yeah, it was really good. I watched it again the other day. I'm really struck at just how good. Like the guy who directed it was actually he's a musician. Like he does scores. He didn't actually have any. He'd done filming when he was a kid, but that was his first directorial piece, and it was really well done. So yeah, massive fan of that. Do you want me to show you what I'm bidding on today?
Let's see it.
What Judge Dredd books are you buying now?
Oh, I gotta watch your new video, Dave. I saw you did the Judge
Death.
Is that his name?
Judge
Death?
Death.
So
Got it.
I had this. So I'd never seen that character up until I don't know, however long, like year, whatever it was, and I was like, man, Batman Who Laughed was totally ripped off that character.
Totally ripped off. It's like it is the most obvious thing ever. And it's so bad. It's like whenever someone shows off on a live stream or a comic book channel, the first thing I say is that's a great first appearance, because they all talk about like the first appearance of Batman Who Laughs. So
Which I've got.
that's a great first appearance of Judge Death.
Yeah, as soon as the first time I saw Judge Death, I was like, holy shit! I was like, that is like Batman Who Laughs was totally ripped off that.
It's totally ripped off. I'm amazed no one's covered it. Like in terms of talking to the creator and saying, "How did you know?"
Can you drop the link in the chat again, Simon?
The StreamYard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sean needs it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're getting. So this is the one that I'm really just hanging out for today. So this, for those of you who don't know, is essentially the. Do you remember the 1970s where you had that How to Draw Comics the Marvel way? In fact, I think I might have it. There we go. So this old classic that everybody used to pick up, right? Maybe make me big for a sec.
Oh, hang on, sorry.
So this old classic, right? So this is like the umpteenth reprint, so not an original. But I used to have this when I was a kid, trying to learn to draw Marvel comics. But apparently, in the 1950s, I think Stan Lee did the book that I'm sharing now, Simon.
So
then bring that back up. So in the I can't remember the exact year, but essentially he wrote that. So it's on my wish list for a while. So I thought I'll just pick it up if I can get it. And this is the first print. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
is that the cover?
That's the cover.
It looks like it's paper. Like it doesn't look like it's.
It is. It's paper. It's not like
It looks like
Those British books.
Yeah, which is probably why I like it. But yeah, it's like it wasn't a comic book per se, right? So anyway, that's there's your secrets behind comics. But I'm also actually there is a funny one you'll really like. Actually, if you like the drawing one, let me bring this up. This one's hilarious.
What are you doing? Stop. Get in your bed. I bought you a new bed. Go sit here.
Hey, Cass.
Come sit here. I bought like a little cat bed for Cass to sit on my table because he fucking like when he jumps up here, he just has to get in the way. It's like but Sarah's got like a little cat bed on her table and he sleeps in it. So I bought him a cat bed and we're fucking getting it. Come on, get in the bed.
Hey, Cass.
Oh, get in the bed. What do you?
You want to say hello to me?
How does this work? Oh, God, yeah. Hang on.
What pizza did you get, Spidey? What pizza does Mad Spidey eat?
Meat lovers.
It's got pineapple on it.
Oh,
Fuck no.
Get out of here.
Meat lovers.
Oh, fucking Cass.
Here you go. Here's another one for you.
Get over here. No.
You'll like this one.
No,
This one, I've got to win this purely for the just comedy value.
Wait, am I showing your screen? Sorry.
Yeah, you'll like this. This
all over me at the moment.
if we ever have a sort of event, I'll dive into the superheroes cookbook.
Oh God!
Come on, I love all this quirky, weird stuff. Like no one else buys this stuff. Like it's got Spidey on the cover. Surely you want this, Spidey?
No.
Why not? See, I love that kind of shit. Because no one else has got it. No one's
If
got that.
I found it for like $2 or something, I'd probably buy it.
I love having stuff like so. When I used to do Dave, this is probably before you were doing. I used to do a show called Collectible Show and Tell, where to have 3 people on showing. We do 5 rounds, and each round you show something from your collection. But I banned comic books. You could show comic books, but it had to be something. You weren't allowed to show keys. You had to, if you show comic books, it had to be something like this. So something that people haven't seen. Because I was sick and tired of seeing key issues. And look, keys are great. I understand you guys love them. But I was sick and tired of seeing those books. If you're going to bring a fucking comic book onto my bloody stream, I want you to show me something that I've never seen before. So a couple of times, like Southern Comic Geek, he brought on Hulk 181. I was like, oh, here we go. But then he was like, yeah, I love this book so much. And then he showed like
20
10
different
foreign
no, he's
variants
got like
of that book.
30 different editions of
Yeah,
it.
he had every single foreign variant of that Hulk 181. I was like, oh, okay, see that? That's what I want to see. So, but this sort of stuff's cool, I think.
It
I've
is,
got a birthday book. I bought. It's a UK printing. It's one of those reprints. It's actually a really really minor key Spider-Man book. It's got, I don't know the name of the character, but it's like a UK version. But the thing that was cool about it is it has the print date or the release date on it, which was my birthday and birth year. So I bought that based on it was some UK repressing where it's all black and white inside. It's only
funny.
the first page or the last page is in color because it's on the actual connected to the cover. I don't know which box it's in, so I can't really be bothered.
Simon, I'll give you a bit of a. I'll give you. So it's funny you mentioned that. So I sent a book over to, who was it? Lettuce Comics. So there's this thing. UK books in particular have. You're right. They have the date on them, right? So I've got December 1st, 1978. Captain Britain first. Oh, camera's a bit off.
First appearance of Betsy Braddock.
First appearance of Betsy Braddock. But you can sort of hone it down to like a specific date. So you can almost pick up your birthday book if you want. And they are black and white inside. So the other one I wanted to show you, and again, you talk about these foreign variants. Look at that ugly cover.
Oh, very nice.
But if you look, it's got a different Hulk head.
Oh.
Because originally it was all drawn by Herb Trimpe, and Stan or Roy Thomas hated the cover and hated it and said, change the head. And they got John Romita to put another head on him.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. There you go. But the Marvel. If you find, I'll try and find Send me your date of birth separately, and I'll try and find you. Well, there's this thing called just find your birthday book. Marvel Spotlight 2 is my birthday book.
Yeah. The first, what are they called? Wait, Lock and Key. Are they Marvel? I think it's the first Lock and Key. That's a birthday book for me. What?
No, Lock and Key only came out like in the late 90s, early 2000s.
No. What? Maybe I'm beginning. Is it Lock and Key? I thought it was first Lock and Key.
Hawk and Dove?
No. They're Marvel. It's a Spider-Man book.
Oh, Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger. Thank you.
Lock
the first Cloak and Dagger is. I bought that randomly. I bought it off James. His comics.
Cloak and Dagger. Let's have a look. That's Peter Parker. Spectacular.
It's Spectacular. Oh shit.
Yeah, Spectacular Peter Parker or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
something
Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1. It's like one. I can't even remember the number.
64.
There you go.
64. Let's have a look. Does that mean now everyone can go and find out your date of birth based on this?
You know what? For the first few years, I didn't ever reveal my age, and it was like always a secret. And then once I hit 40, I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just let everyone know that I'm 40.
Yeah. So March, we have to keep an eye out for March.
Yeah, so I'm a March boy as well.
There you go.
But yeah, but he was like 1970 something.
1970.
Comic book.
How old actually are you?
Spidey, what were you? 80 or 79?
I'm 45.
Oh, so 79. Yeah, so you are in the 70s.
Yeah.
I am probably as old as you thought I was, Simon.
32, yeah.
52.
Oh, okay. So you're 10 years older than me.
Yeah. Yeah. So, good. This is all very good. Yeah, it's nice. Have you got any sort of books you're targeting or anything? Oh, so this is my birth month cover date is first Abel, first Vampirella, first Digger, first Falcon. That's a good one. See, I think I'm the first Werewolf by Night, which I thought was perfectly suitable. That was great.
People only go for, because you can't really, can you really narrow it down to a day?
No, you have to do it. But so it depends on the so you can only do it on a month.
I would say month and year is the birthday.
Yeah, you have to go month and year, right? So your birth book.
So March 79. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to then you go back and you look through the entire list of books or whatever it is, and then generally you go with the first appearances within that, and that's your birthday book. Right? So March 79. Let's have a look.
Probably all crap books.
What are you doing, Cass?
Mate, you'll find one. There's guaranteed one key.
Yeah, that's why I bought the Cloak and Dagger, because that was like a key. There was heaps of other books I could have bought, but yeah, the one though I gotta find the UK one. I feel like it says Super Friends on it, but I can't because that's a DC thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. If I could just find it easily, I'd bring it out and show you.
Mate, you're right slap bang in the still only 35-cent era.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I'm sure Dave has millions of your.
Probably. So it depends which month. So, there you go. Avengers 181. First appearance of
Scott Lang.
Scott Lang.
Yeah.
There's one for you.
Nothing overly exciting.
Hang on. It gets better. You're going to have an X-Men in there. Your X-Men's going to be good. Bear with me. Yogi Bear. You can get it's not the first appearance, but you can get a Yogi Bear key.
Boo-boo.
Superman, anything there? Thor? No, there's no keys in the Thor era at that point. Thor was just going through doldrums.
Did you say Sean's coming? Because
He
I'm not
messaged me on IG, and I'm like, he's in the same group we're in.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't he in that group?
Yep, he's in the group.
Okay. Just because I'm not going to be on too much longer because I need to pee and I need to eat. But
me too.
Before I'm going to share my screen now. Before we this is going to be bad, but we're doing it. So before we get out of here, we're just going to Spidey had no involvement in this, just so anyone watching this knows. But we're going to be looking at reviews of Ultimate Worlds. So can I zoom in on that? There we go. Here we go. So here we go.
My God.
It's a lengthy one. So first, I would like to state that I've been to this store before multiple times, but most recent experience, not even a week ago, was pretty bad. I brought my boyfriend to this store because it was his first time going to the comic store. Oh, what a first time going to a comic store out of all stores. And the experience that we both had was definitely the best impression of the comic community for him at all. That's great. So the night before visiting the store, we checked out, just before, so you guys know, I haven't actually pre-read this either. So where am I up to? Lost where I was up to. So the night before visiting the store, we checked online for a certain series, and it said they had this series in stock. So we were confident in going in and buying them. Anyway, fast forward to the next day, we were at the store. Straight away, the person who worked behind the desk looks bored out of his life and just doesn't look excited to work there. I also don't think he had a large amount of knowledge on comic books. Anyway, we asked him if they had the series we were looking for, and he searched it up on the computer. He goes on to say that he does have a few that we were wanting, but we would have to buy online and then come back. How's that for customer service? Which was him 100% just being lazy. Anytime I've been to Alternate Worlds or a comic store in general, if they have on their website that something is in stock, they will go out to the back and get the box that has the comics you're looking for so that you can go through them. This guy just could not be bothered. Most of the workers here are just up themselves or rude. Not only that, half of their collectibles that they sell are all discolored on the boxes, especially the pop vinyls. All of the boxes are extremely discolored, and they are asking full price for them. Anyway, there are way better comic stores in Melbourne than this place. I wouldn't even bother wasting your money. Anyway, we just read a couple more. Is there any shorter ones? That was pretty long. Lady at the counter was extremely rude when I asked if I could pick up my order I did online. Even though it was a short turnaround, I was in the store, so I thought someone would be able to help me. She then walked off and was talking behind my back in an extremely derogatory way without knowing I was still in the store. The communication skills for someone working at the front counter were non-existent. Quite disappointing. We'll just do 2 more here before we. Oh, this one's a pretty long one. Oh no, it's a bit too long for me. This one here. Among the Melbourne collectors community, this place has a long-standing reputation for surly staff and non-existent customer service. Drove 1 hour to purchase items that were listed as in stock on their website, but got told they couldn't be gotten to today. Apathetic staff who seem to dislike their jobs make it difficult to support this place. I want to buy from local retail, but years of rudeness, even open aggression from staff means I won't be returning. Why bother with this place when you can buy online? Well, you can't. The guy came 1 hour, and that happened.
That's why I wouldn't go.
We'll do 1 more here, and then I'll stop shitting on them, and I'll praise them the next time I go. Don't even bother because they don't. Seriously, don't waste your time because they won't for you. Dude can't walk 10 feet to get something out of the back that they claim online and on phone is in stock. Goods are yellowed and cracked. The only time I ever going back is to drop a number 2 on your aisle. Oh, I'm so glad. I might do a whole video doing this, reading the entire section of that. But that was.
I'll tell you what, Swaggerhouse does well doing that. He just did that on this PSA slabs.
Really?
Can you give me the screen for 1 minute? I've got something for Spidey. So mate, you've got a plethora of birthday books, my friend.
Did you add it?
Not yet. I'm just doing it now. Hang on. You've got a plethora of birthday books, mate.
Oh, here we go.
No, hang on. Where's it gone? Where's my... Oh, it's in the wrong bloody tab. That's why. Hang on. I can work the internet. All right, we're back up here. So there, share that. Right, there you go. So you got the first one.
Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Thanos Copter. First Thanos Copter, mate.
Oh,
Thanos
God.
Copter. What is that? Is that a helicopter made out of Thanos?
You know the funny thing is, I do not own 1 issue of Spidey Super Stories.
Really?
Mate, I
thought you were
love
a real
Spidey
Spidey
Super
guy.
Stories. Spidey Super Stories is the best. They're so bad. And that's my point. The fact that you can get the first appearance of the Thanos Copter. Like Thanos is like a galactic cosmic threat, right? And in this book, he escapes in a Thanos helicopter.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing. Then you got this one, which I'm surprised you don't have, because this is like Red Sonja, Mary Jane as Red Sonja, drawn by John Byrne. Beautiful issue.
I don't know whether I have that or not. I have a few Marvel team ups.
That's your birthday book. There's another birthday book. I've got one for you, which I have as well. First issue of Incredible Hulk with a cover by Brian Bolland.
That's a UK variant, obviously.
That's a UK book, yeah.
No glossy paper on that.
No glossy paper. And then to close, probably the best key of the lot. First James Rhodes.
Oh. Do I have that? What is that? 118 or something?
120.
120. No, it wasn't 118 where he's like falling out of the sky. First James Rhodes.
Oh, maybe you're right. Which one's this one then? I think this is
first Moon Dragon.
Let's have a quick look. Iron Man 120. Yeah, you're right. James Rhodes is 118. You're right. This one is the first Demon in a Bottle, which is...
I really want that series, but you never find them. They're super expensive.
Yeah, they are really expensive. Justin Hammer. Sorry. Justin Hammer.
First Justin Hammer.
That's still good. But I don't know. I'd probably go with the go with the Thanos Copter, mate.
Where's Marvel Team Up? Marvel Team Up. No. I only have 9 issues of Marvel Team Up. I don't have that one. Let's have a look at Iron Man. I probably don't have it because I don't think I have any from the Demon in a Bottle storyline.
Yeah, the Bob Layton one's cool.
It's like another book that I've wanted for a while, but I've never been. It's not an easy book to find in Australia. Is X-Men 141, that classic wanted poster, Days of Future Past cover. I've always wanted that cover, but you never find it, and if you do, it's a fucking ridiculous price.
Yeah. Oh well, you never know.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is
You
it?
never
Where is
know.
it?
You never
Where
know,
is it?
Spidey.
Where is it?
You,
Oh, I've got 118, but I don't have the 120 or whatever it was.
oh, so you got the first James Rhodes. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You should get it slabbed because it's your birthday book.
No. The one we thought was the birthday book is not the birthday book.
Oh, okay.
no, it's not the birthday book. It's dark there, mate. What is it? Have you turned the
Yeah,
light?
it's like fucking it's nearly 8 o'clock. I'm gonna wrap this up because I really
Right.
need to pee for like the 300th time
He
today.
is in the same, like, city.
Exactly. We're in the same city.
Yeah, but you know what? At my old place, it used to get really dark, and then Spidey would be on the stream with me, and he's only like 10 minutes down the road from my old place, and I was like, "Why does it look so bright over there?" It was really weird. I think it's because I had no like.
Well, you were down in a ditch too.
Yeah, no, there was no natural light coming to my old place. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thank you to the people who joined in. Grey Man in bed this whole time, stayed to the end. Good on you, mate. You're British, like this guy. All right,
Mate, see you tomorrow.
tomorrow are you going to PAX? No, I'm not going to Geelong. If that's where you're going.
No, I meant I was in Spidey's stream.
Spidey's
Oh,
Outback
Spidey.
tomorrow.
That guy. He doesn't go places anymore because his stream is always on the day that things are happening.
I'm not going to
That's
Geelong. I'm not going to
the other
Geelong.
downfall.
I thought
I'm
you'd
not
go
going
to
to
Geelong.
Are you going to Geelong? I'm not going to Geelong, but I'm going to the one. next one.
I've got PAX. I'm going to PAX. I'd like to go to Geelong, but I've got tickets to PAX.
Yeah.
So
That'll be good. You probably know. And then you're going to do the vintage and modern and
yes,
and-
that I'll go to the week after.
I'll see you there then. I'll see you there.
Oh, excellent. All right, everyone. Thank you again for hanging out, making comments, all that stuff. Leave a like. And until next time,
Subscribe to people,
Simon.
not
this is
Simon.
Mad Spidey. This is still only 35 cents. And keep it simple.
See ya.